Yeah, that's the reason. Apostle in the corner, suntan glow. Armed with a wisdom, steady as it flow. Reggie's got the facts about it, brings the show. Inky with a spark, captain in control. You need thick skin. We make movies, yo. F who you know. This is our Netta studio. This is the toughest environment. The Coliseum roars, every thought's a grenade. Knowledge is a weapon, every truth is a blade. Black News Network, history display. Legends in the making, watch the moves they play. Step in the circle, feel the heat of the flame. Iron sharpens iron, this ain't a game. Wisdom and debate, this who warriors fame. Echoes in the air, every word's engraved. You need thick skin. We make movies, yo, F who you know. This is our Netta studio. This is the toughest environment. This is the toughest environment.
We are the babies of Sarnetta. We are emulating the greatness of Sarnetta, the HOK, the House of Consciousness, and the trailblazing work by the one and only Sarnetta. And I told Sarnetta, because we your babies, Sarnetta, because we your goddamn babies, we gonna be successful, bruh.
Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Tough in the environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. The one I mind of all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing. I see my bread on my sleep, and when I wake from it, it's about to go down up in the street. About this shit, something sitting on my feet, cause I'm a man on that legs, running. Welcome to the HOK, we like the wind coming. No, we don't fly with the snakes, lift away from us. Get them your last, watch and see this thing gon' take from you. For the business, get my heart and soul in your way form. I put my life on the line like I'm big phone. See, in a minute, we in a minute, some Popeye with the bitty. We keep it bottom moving like it's in it. I'm right there back and want me, you can get it. I got that hammer homie like a way. Research, run that badger like a play. Bring it towards you like a play. I'm with us, we straight. Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Toughest environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. The one I mind of all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing. They say that they ready for what we gon' get in the thing change. They living in nothing, they roll by their bottom, they hollering the gang, can't go in the bang, they killing the name, bang. They can wait for the baby, they living each other the same pain. I gotta keep it alive, we clean them up, get them hot, we make a way to the top, yeah. I thank the Father cause he made a way, and all my haters, all stars, they do the fade away. Up from the gossip, the drama, the hate, they to the cheddar. Oh, when they go down, they still hollering thunder. We go to war for them people, I'm talking young and old, toe for toe. Round for round when it's going down, blow for blow. Searched around from high to low, this info got a red dot. Sources in this clip, man, this might just be a headshot. Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Toughest environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. The one I mind of all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing.
Oh, you didn't know? This environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? This environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? This environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? This read from the Bible, obey the commandment, and know who your mother and father is. Tune in to Sonetta, cause he the protector of the gods. I'm talking about Dr. Benjamin, Yusuf, Cannon, and John. Yeah. We got the scale of my art. If he light as a feather, let's go and weigh his heart. I am the shrine of Ptah. If you can say I am, better recognize a god. All I see is pseudos and frauds. Kudos to my dogs. Shit judo for you frogs. I think it's time to hop off the environment. Oh, you didn't know? It's environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? It's environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? It's environment tough. Oh, you didn't know? It's environment tough.
Will survive. Comedic knowledge on the rise. Raising consciousness divine. To the truth we subscribe. Jabari leading the way. Shaka Amos don't play. Sonetta don't open the gates. And up and banging the day. It's a family for the culture. Rebuking all you vultures. Service environment full of soldiers. Unlock your mind, they'll exposure. HOK is the squad. Debating the truth is a nod. Watch where you step in the pod. Or the tear you apart.
Oh, you didn't know? It's environment tough. 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 Environment tough.
You didn't know this environment is tough? Where you been? Hiding under a rock? Peace. Assalamu alaikum, hotep, namaste, jumbo. Shalom, all the greetings of love and light to the darkest minds of the light, to the HOK family. Thank you for joining. You see what's on the screen? Sonetta versus Black Sage. That's coming up. The date is to be announced, but Sonetta wants to try out his his teachings that he has about, is the God of the Bible wicked? So Black Sage, who actually is joining us on the stage, Black Sage said, yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll take this debate from you, Sonetta. So that's something that you can look forward to. Peace, everybody. We have Suntan, Black Sage already on the stage. So great. Thank you so much for joining us. We have a conversation that we want to do. How y'all doing?
Peace to everybody.
Shalom, Ashe. Peace and blessings to the family.
Thank you. Yes. So okay, this is the conversation tonight. You know what happened? There was a woman in Minnesota, a 37-year-old mother of the Caucasian persuasion, just letting you know all the details.
Right.
ICE checkpoint in Minnesota. She said, why should I'm not waiting. I got things to do. Shoot. And she decided to blow on through with her SUV through the basically the checkpoint. She didn't want to wait. And the ICE agent is alleging that she was that ICE agent's life was in danger. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. I think it was a man. He used lethal. He reacted with lethal force because he claims that she was using lethal force. We have the video, but I'm not going to play it just yet. I want to hear the conversation just off rip. What do you think? Oh, and we're also going to address this whole, are we Africans? So that's the smoke session for our FBA, Indian, ABO brothers and sisters. But before we get to that, we really want to talk about this. What do you think? I'm going to start just with, let me start with Black Sage and get to Suntan. Y'all, by the way, you know the drill. I'm starting the stream because some of you still haven't quite yet committed to just subscribing to the HOK Coliseum, and take your time. I know sometimes, it's not just a willy-nilly decision, but we're showing you here on the House of Consciousness that we're live on the HOK Coliseum. So I'm going to end this stream on House of Consciousness. Bring your beautiful selves over to the HOK Coliseum if you really want to hear how this conversation goes. So hit the like button wherever you are and bring yourself over to the Coliseum. All right, I said what I said. And let me ask you, Yara, first off, just give us your whole take on this current event, whatever you think about ICE. And I do want you to add in, is there some bit of white privilege in there that she said, oh, I don't have to wait, or what?
Well, thank you, Sister Nepal. Peace to you, Elder Suntan as well. Yeah, and shout out to Sonetta. You know he's not here, but shout out to the HOK family, Sonetta. I put the link to the video of the shooting in the back chat. So for those who haven't actually seen it.
Yeah, I'll try to play it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I do think, me personally, after I watched it several times, I do think, and this is all speculation because we don't know. We can't say what was on her mind. She didn't leave any manifesto. She didn't leave. She wasn't recorded saying anything to that regard. But I will say this, that and someone put it in the chat as well. It doesn't appear that it was an actual legal check. An actual stop or checkpoint. What they were doing, but they were there on official government business, doing what ICE does in these neighborhoods, looking for illegal immigrants. And somehow an altercation, a verbal exchange ensued where the officers appeared, the agents, I should say, appeared to give her some direction on where to move her vehicle to. It appears either she wasn't able to do it the moment they asked her to do it, or she refused to do it. That we don't actually know because the video doesn't show that. But what it does show is that when you look closely, it does appear that when they asked her to move several times, she finally started to move. And it did appear that her vehicle was going towards one of the ICE agents. Very, very closely, right? And as she's moving towards this ICE agent, she's accelerating. Now, I can't say whether or not she intended.
Excuse me, hi. I'm sorry, hi. How was everybody's a day today? Good?
Sweetie, you gotta mute out. Your turn is coming after. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Mute out. You're good. So, go ahead. Sorry,
yeah, so it appeared to me that she was going in his direction. So in a split second, not making excuses for the agent, but in a split second scenario, if you see a vehicle that's coming your way, you may have I can see the reason why he reacted that way. I can honestly say that I see that. Now, people are going to have their own opinions about it. Like I said, she didn't leave anything to say, yeah, I hate the government, or, I hate ICE, or, I hate Trump. I didn't hear you can't hear any of that from her. But this is going to be something that I don't think they're going to be able to, even if they attempt to prosecute, they're not going to be able to come away with a conviction of any kind towards this ICE agent. So I'm just interested to see how large this gets, even beyond that it already has, because this was a Caucasian woman, right? Versus the many Haitians, Chinese, Filipinos, and African Americans
and Hispanic
have been accosted and jailed and removed from their homes. We still have a few, even if they haven't been shot and killed or anything like that, they're still sitting in holding cells, right? In ICE camps and different things like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. But just by looking at the video, this is going to be, we want to see what this is going to play out, because it's the white privilege is going to be very, very prominent if we see how fast this ICE agent is prosecuted and how swift to justice they try to bring him to, and what the actual response is. I think already you have the states are actually, a majority of the states in the U.S. are actually trying to file lawsuits or file a case against the government, against ICE, for this type of behavior, or what they say is an illegal occupancy or this type of agency and the things that they're doing. So we're going to really see what it is.
Okay, thank you so much, Black Sage, Elder Yara.
Excuse me, can I'm talking now.
Well, we were gonna go to Elder Suntan, but I want to actually get you out of the way. So Suntan, if you don't mind, I want to ask you, as a woman, as a Caucasian woman, what is your take on what happened to the woman in Minnesota today that got
what's going on?
ICE, ICE, the immigrant control enforcement.
Yes.
They actually killed a woman at a checkpoint.
That didn't so bad. That's so wrong. Why she didn't want to stop to do what? Like, can you tell me the story?
She didn't want to stop because she didn't want to be interrogated or searched by ICE.
It was horrible. What is it? I'm sorry.
She didn't want to be interrogated by ICE. Do you think that it was unfair that she got shot, or that they had the right to actually use lethal force?
That's not even fair that she got shot. Like, that's so mean. I'm sorry. That is so, yeah.
Okay.
Absurd.
Well, thank you. Okay, Noelle.
Welcome.
So,
can I?
Now, if you can, go ahead.
Can I be up the next to you, please?
Oh, sure. Let me put you up next to me.
Because I feel okay with you. Like, I'm just.
Okay, that's fine. All right, just mute your mic out and try to make sure while you're on.
Excuse me, I have one more.
Let me say this.
One thing
I want to tell you though, Noelle, while you're on camera, people can see you doing a lot of stuff. So be cautious of like what you're doing, because everybody's watching you. So I'll put you up here next to me on the screen, but just
excuse me, I need to say one thing. Can you be my YouTuber mom? I'm sorry.
Sure. Now, today I'm everybody's mom, so that's okay. I'll be your YouTube mom too.
And do you have the Discord or anything?
No, I don't have that, but I do need you to mute out. I don't have that, but I need to mute out because I'm going to move on. You definitely welcome. No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and set it up. Make sure that you just are mindful that you're on camera. You can always turn your camera off. It's at the bottom of your screen. But I'm going to move on to Suntan. And thank you, Noelle. Go ahead, Suntan. What do you think about this situation?
Well, we're going to get a chance to see the mechanics of white supremacy, because in my opinion, I seen the video from a couple of ways. He didn't have to shoot. She came toward him slowly, but he was in front. The shots came from the side. Now, if he was in threat of his life, he'd have shot through the front windshield. That's threatening. But once she gets to turn off and headed out, why are you shooting her? She's not getting away, So it was a bad shoot, and we're gonna see the components of white supremacy and how it works, right? Because, like I said, that was an unnecessary shoot. If he felt threatened, he should have shot when she was coming right at him. If he felt threatened, but he let her turn off and then go drive away. And he shot from the side, not the front window. And then this the part that kills me. I'm sure you and Black Sage saw it. Trump get out and make a statement talking about the guy is hurt and in the hospital. We sit there and watch the video. Nothing happened to this guy. So it's just, this is just these pure lies. And it's my lying eyes. That's all I can say. It is really bad, Nepal. You saw the video. Wasn't nothing wrong with that ICE agent. You know what I'm saying? Talking about an injury. He wasn't even, the vehicle never touched it. So, they already putting out propaganda now. And it's starting from the top. That's what I mean. It's starting with the chief, the head and chief, the president. He's starting, the divisiveness right now, delineating away from what really happened. He didn't even see. So I think it's a bad shoot and a bad situation. I don't care what color she is, but we're going to see how the components work of, our white supremacists. Because, like I said.
Thank you, Suntan. I want to ask. Sorry, y'all. I got to get over to unbiased. What happened?
I don't know. It's just you
Oh, I know
showing
what
on the
happened.
screen.
Why is it just me? That's so weird. Okay, unbiased. Thank you for coming in. What do you, we're talking about this lady who got shot, and we're going to move on to the other topic that I told you about. Like, are we Africans? Are we descendants of African slave trade? But I do want you to weigh in about the shooting first, and then we can move into the other topic. We have unbiased Ron or FBA. What do you
Same
say?
thing.
What's the name of your channel? Tell me again.
FBA news and updates.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining. Give us your take on the whole situation and what we're covering tonight.
Yeah. So what I seen, I just actually seen it before, about an hour before I clicked the link to join you guys, and that is normal. That is normal procedure. I used to, before I started working full time for my lineage, I used to do shows on civics, like how to interact police officers the right way and go home alive. So I show many body cam, dash cam footage of black people doing the same thing and DYING. All right. So yes. So this is normal behavior, normal procedure when they interact with us. When we try to flee away from them, shots fired. So I seen the same exact thing happen to her and fleeing away, but that's a violent act. She's not casually driving away. She's flooring it. All right. We all seen it. We all heard it. Stop the cat. And finally, justice was served the same way it's served to us. So I see equality right there. I like it.
Okay, so you don't see it definitely. You see it just like many other people who support.
Many other black
Do you
people.
support ICE? So now we know
Yeah.
if you could share your position, you definitely are full support of ICE, correct?
Yeah. ICE job is to eliminate illegal or deport illegal people. Visas expire, overstay, their asylee status was revoked or expired, and people are illegal in the country. And yes, ICE job is to get rid of them. I love it.
Okay, so 1 second. Noel, can you do me a favor? Do you know how to turn your camera off when you're not talking?
Yes. Like why?
I mean, because you're talking to somebody on the side and you're rubbing your.
No, this is my ability. This is helps me to calm down.
Okay, all right, fine, got it. All right, then could you just mute out then? But if you do, when I get to you, I'll call on you. But I'm just making sure I don't want to distract the audience.
No,
and you know, you're more than welcome. Listen to me. You're very more than welcome. I love you being here. I just want to make sure that you stay focused, okay? So
I will stay focused. Thank you.
You're welcome. So I want to ask everybody, let me go around and ask everybody on the panel. Do you agree with unbiased when he says he supports? I got you. When he says he supports ICE, is ICE doing the right job? I saw Yara kind of shake his head. What do you think about what the brother said? He fully supports ICE.
I'll go after Yara.
Yeah, I kind of agree with. Okay, you want to go sometime?
I'll go after you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Yara.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree with most of what the brother unbiased said, and peace to you, brother. I think that what a lot of people don't understand outside of the emotional aspect of ICE and the job that they have to do or been commissioned to do is that there is a real national security threat from people in this country who have come to this country illegally, that we don't really know who's here, right? To a degree. If I don't think people realize a lot of times that the information that comes across Donald Trump's desk or the people that facilitate these types of actions, I don't think that some of us would even be able to handle that. You probably wouldn't even leave your house if you actually were aware of a number of actual threats to this country So people don't understand the position we have to take in Venezuela. They don't understand the position that we have to take in actually in Cuba to a degree. People don't even understand Trump's position, even in regards to talking about now maybe purchasing Greenland, right? People think he's just doing things just crazy and willy-nilly. There's no method to the madness, but you have to understand the proximity of these lands in the Western Hemisphere, where it is very easy for people or other governments like the Russians or Iranians, if they wanted to launch a nuclear missile or ballistic missile with a nuclear warhead on it, that doesn't really have long range capabilities from where they are, but from those lands, from Greenland and Cuba and in South America, they could do that from those places. So it is in the best interest of homeland security, right? If you're I'm not saying America is the utopia, is the best place in the entire world, but it's the best place you've ever lived, and you're going to live. I've been to a few places, and listen, it's not American. People can say, "Well, you're comfortable." Yeah, we are comfortable here, and trust me, you're not going to want to lose those comforts. So I think it's just a lot more going on with what we see on the surface that's never discussed, and people don't really understand. So I'll land there.
Thank you, Yara. I do want to ask the man in the high. You know how I do it. I'm not sure if that's you, so you're going to have to turn on your camera in the back so I can see who you are, and then I'll let you up. Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah. But I think is, that guy just told me, when he said, I had just spoken, so he's saying no cap. Here's the thing, there ain't no cap about what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying is what I saw. Because I don't, either way it go, I'm not trying to do a tit for tat because we already understand what they do with Black people. Well, I'm just for righteousness and what's good. I'm not religious. I'm not just me, man. And just the definition of good is what I'm trying to be, and trying to be productive as well, right? So what I saw, and Sage made a kind of a good point. It's a lot of stuff that go beyond its layers to these things. But if you're not a politician or you're not into politics, you won't know. And I know this, with the interaction that I saw with that lady, I didn't know what nationality she was. All I know is she stopped, she was making, get out of here, ICE, get out of here, ICE, all of that sort of stuff. And they went up there to check her, right? And one was in the front. And so they told her to get the heck on. So she kind of turned, if she seen the guy in front of him, she didn't try to run him over as she could have. She veered off and then he shot her. So I
want to ask a question, Suntan. Didn't she kind of like go to the left toward him though?
No,
I didn't even know she was I didn't know she was antagonizing them.
Yeah, she was antagonizing. She was telling them to go home. She was telling ICE to get the hell out of the city, go, go, go. But like I said, she turned into the right. He was on the left. That's what pulled him into the picture, her turn. She wasn't, if she would have went straight.
What side of the car got shot? The left or the right?
The driver's side.
Driver's side.
So I did see the part where I do see her go to the left a little bit. Well, I'll play the video if I can.
Like I said, you'll see it. Because, listen, she had good
I wouldn't play that video.
She had good enough time to run him down if that's what her purpose was. She didn't.
Do you think that white privilege had anything to do with that at all?
Nope, I don't think it had nothing to do with it.
You think if she thinks she had been a Hispanic or even like let's say a Black Caribbean, do you think she would have felt at liberty to taunt ICE and say, "Hey, go home"? You think she would have just kept it moving and minded her business?
Well, let's put it like this: it was Blacks out there. there was a crowd, a whole posse of people saying, "Get the hell out of here! Go, go, go!" She just so happened to be the one in the, maybe if she felt that little courage to go, drive through there, telling them to get the hell on. However, she wasn't threatening. You can't threaten nobody with a gun with your mouth. That's the whole. She was unarmed.
Well,
right? So
I don't know.
All I'm saying is this: she had a chance, Nepal, to run him down if that was her premise, but she was trying to get him. She went the other way. And
so did we need him to actually get run over for it to be justified in him defending himself?
No. She have to be coming at him. She turned off. That's why he shot inside. She was getting away.
So they had detained her?
They just stopped and the one of them was walking up saying something. I couldn't hear the words. And he was in the front, like blocking her off so she couldn't move. So that's why she kind of swerved to the right to get away. Because once she swerved, I seen him. Because I didn't see him at first. Because the vehicle
Could I add on?
Yeah, I'm going to move over to, are you done, Suntan?
No, I was just letting you know that I don't feel like no matter what color they was, they on a power trip because they have a job to do. So they overdoing it, in my opinion, right? And I don't know their orders, but I know that she was an unarmed person and he killed her. And she did not threaten him with that vehicle, in my opinion.
Well, to say, wait a minute. You can't say she was unarmed because the vehicle's a lethal weapon.
Yeah.
Maybe you can argue that she didn't use it, but it was definitely a lethal weapon. So I like your position. We don't want to echo chamber. Right. Thank you so much for adding. And I'm going to move on to Reverend Green. We have, let me see who this person is. Reese from Philly has joined us. So I'm going to get to you in a moment, hear from you. What do you say, Reverend Green, and then whoever wants to, Reverend Green, what do you think about what happened to this woman? We're going to talk about slavery also, but we want to start off with this woman in Minnesota with ICE. Did ICE do the wrong thing?
That's a great question, Sister Napa. And the man in the high castle would say, absolutely no, they were in the right. Thank you, Tom Holman, Borders Arton Holman. Thank you to our men and women in troops in uniforms. Also, okay. I want to note 5 years ago in one day, St. Ashley Babbitt also was unalived for engaging violently towards police. I'm not sure what's going on with these Aryan queens not obeying authority. There's a correlation to it. There's a correlation.
Do you think it's privilege?
See, I can answer that, and I think that is an actual fact.
Okay, you think it's white privilege or is it women privilege? What? Or both?
I think it's just privilege at this point. Both of them were married as well. They weren't with their husbands on the same day. You know what I mean? Like, both of them were unalived while not side by side with their husbands. You feel me? It's very ironic.
Okay, well, let me hold that thought. That's something for everybody to think about. I'd like to address some of that, but if you don't have anything to add in before I move on to this new person, unbiased Ron, FBA Ron, I'm gonna
let me
move
add
on.
in.
Did you want to add? Yeah, come on in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you said I was gonna say, that's why I say Cap. And this, in my opinion, I'm on some elders must sit down type movement. To act like the woman was just so innocent, of course it's privilege. It's white privilege. I mean, dudes be scared to admit that in 2026. That's embarrassing. But for the other two brothers that spoke, I'm actually happy and satisfied with their answers, and I feel inspired.
So you think it's a little bit of woman privilege along with white privilege?
I would say what the other brother said. I don't think it's woman privilege. I think it's just white privilege.
Right. Now, what could she have done different? You think if she wasn't, like I said before, if she was just like, I'm from South America, or I'm a Mexican American, let me just do this, you think she would have not tried to like yell at ICE? She would have just gone through the checkpoint and been home for dinner?
Right. And let me explain something to Elder. It's supposed to be wise. She was detained. When an officer approached her car, yelling out police command, lawful command.
Suntan. I just need to make it clear you're addressing Suntan.
Yeah. So when police officers address you, come out the car, address you, but the lights were actively on. And it was a pressure car. They checked the door. They were yelling something at her. We didn't hear what it was. But I like to assume that was a lawful police command. And at that point, you're detained.
No, you're
okay,
not.
so for her to back up, now listen, one thing you can't do, you know what's hard to do, is prove intent. Oh, I don't know her intentions, bro. What are you talking about?
Right.
The hard thing to do is prove intentions. All they know is action. She's in this deadly weapon. And by the way, the cop that shot at her, I heard he got dragged before from another person doing the same thing.
Come on.
Okay, so
wow.
Yeah, so you can't prove it. You can't prove intentions. All they know is this car is deadly. He's been dragged before. This is backing up towards them. You know, like they do with us. You know, they're scared because it lasts, encounter with somebody black, right? And then their new, then their response, I'm scared. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. So same thing with him. He's been traumatized for the last interaction he had with somebody white, probably doing the same thing. And he put her down.
Okay. Interesting. I can hear you on that. I'm gonna get to you, Suntan. Then we got to get to our newcomer.
I mean, let me respond.
Suntan, go ahead and respond.
This ain't a back and forth.
Okay.
This is Suntan's third time.
I ain't got to be a back and forth, man. What I'm telling you is he shot from the
side. You ain't talking to me.
Suntan, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds because I got to move on to the next guy.
Right, that's fine. I just got these few words to say. He shot from the side into the vehicle while she was going about her business. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, no, and when you say she shot from the side, he could still be the vehicle could still be assaulting you, and you shoot from the side. No, like I'm wondering how that is like the point that you're.
The vehicle was still operating. Turn off your car.
Let's get to the newcomer. I'm sorry. Let's get to this new person. Reese from Philly. Thank you for joining. What would you like to add? Is it first off? I want you to answer if you can. Is it privilege or was the lethal force? Is it privilege how she acted, and was lethal force warranted in this situation?
I haven't seen the video yet. I actually came here to get the news from y'all, so I haven't made a judgment yet. But I don't even understand how her privilege, if she had any, came into play in this situation. I don't know how that came. Like, are y'all saying that her privilege is the reason why she acted the way she acted?
Well, the mindset, like for instance, I was talking to I was speaking to Yara, and I've said this many times. Everybody, whether we want to admit it or not, has a cultural thing, even when they're in public, things that they do. As a Black person, I know I got to get ready for, discrimination. I got to have my mindset for that ready at the cash register. I just know this. As white people, and this isn't a diss or racism or prejudice, it's just what I've observed from my white friends and family and other white people that have been waiting in line behind me. They really, really, really hate waiting in line. They get personally, deeply, intrinsically offended when you make them wait or if you stop them. And I've even been in a Karen moment when I've emulated it at the Walmart where they try to stop me to look at my receipt. I'm like, oh, I've seen my white counterparts, cohorts do this. I don't have to do this. I'm not stopping. So I just was thinking, is it because you're an American? And when we say white, I'm not saying your genetics. I'm saying your social standing as in society.
I get it.
White privilege. Do they feel like, hey,
but you said it right. That she was behaving like a Karen. Like, so Karens, they feel like nothing applies to them. Like they're above the status quo, right?
That actually is white privilege. People don't mention that, but the Karenism is white privilege. It's based on white privilege. So I want to get back to
come I brought up how come these Aryan queens are not obeying authority. I'm getting right to it. Why is that?
Well, yeah,
They're supposed
I
to
don't
be the
really side
golden
with you on that
standard.
part, though.
They're
I don't know
supposed to
about
be
that.
the
We got to
golden
get more.
standard.
Yeah. I want to get more into that because I don't know if I'm on board with the whole women need to obey authority. That's kind of getting into the handmaid tale for me, handmaiden tale kind of. But it is a great conversation. So that's why I said put a pin in that. So I gave Reese a little background. So she basically didn't want to. She was taunting ICE, the woke. And I got to say this, a lot of, how do you say, yuppie-ish or hippie-ish or woke white American liberals are always like, oh, I hate you, ICE. I don't like ICE. I don't even know why I don't like ICE, but I just don't. But they're the same people who have acted prejudiciously in a prejudiced way towards immigrants. And when when we say white, we're talking about white American mindset, social standing, but they just know they're supposed to hate ICE. So she's seen ICE. She taunts ICE, like, get out of here, ICE, we don't need you. And I guess they told her to stop. And she said, I don't have to stop. I got to get home. And then she just zooms off. And then they shoot at the car. And it ends up on, unaliving her. I got to watch. I know it's ridiculous saying unalive all the time, but it's YouTube. So you got the background, Reese. I'll try to play a little bit of the video if I can. What do you think about this situation?
I'd have to see the video first, but I did hear somebody reference Ashley Babbitt. I don't know if you've seen the Ashley Babbitt video, but Ashley Babbitt was walking down the hallway with several people. None of them were armed. They weren't even running. They weren't rioters. They weren't tearing paintings off the wall. They were just walking down the hallway. And someone put a gun through a doorway and blew her head off. And if she was all that much of a threat, why didn't they shoot the other grown men that were with her? She was with a couple grown men.
Right.
And nobody was carrying
Who put a gun? Who put the weapon?
Again,
can we try to say weapon? Let's not say GUN too much. Who put a weapon through the doorway?
I brought that up. Ashley Bobbitt 5 years ago. St. Ashley Bobbitt 5 years ago in one day.
I was in the middle of
what's your name, brother?
No, I don't want to interrupt him too much. I just asked him a question.
The man in the high castle.
Who did that? Was it an ICE agent?
Well, it was authority. No. It was authority.
It was White House Security or something.
Capitol Authority. He's a policeman.
Yeah.
He was a black man.
You telling the story all wrong, man. She jumped over the wall trying
We got
to
one mic.
Why?
We got one mic. We got one mic. Let him finish his let's let this gentleman named Reese finish up. Please try to park your car as soon as possible, and then we're going to move on to the new people.
Because I noticed something. This is the reason why I hit the link in the first place. I noticed something about all the stories that happened over like the last 20 years or something. The news will put it out there and put false information out there about the story deliberately to sway one group one way or another. And both sides always fall for it. There are 8 billion
I agree with that
on this planet. Dumb amoebas that fall for anything. All you gotta do is write it down, put it in front of them, show it to them, and they'll just believe it. It's insane. Nobody thinks at all. I'm not even comfortable here anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're a little bit harsh.
Well, what do you mean? Like nobody thinks about what?
Anything. The first thing they hear, they download it, and it's the truth to them. And
so let me move on. Let me move on. But before I move on from you, I want to get a solid, straight answer on not about this recent. So you're saying they used excessive force in that case with the woman, the Ashley woman, right?
Ashley Babbitt was executed for zero reason at all. She wasn't a threat at all. Her hands might have been in her pocket.
Okay, thank you. So we've got to look into that information. All right.
I second that.
Okay, so we're gonna check into that. We got another thing to look into.
Shout out to Ashley Bobbitt for being 5 years sober.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
In the spirit of George Floyd, that's how they do it.
Nah, that ain't.
I don't know what he means, Suntan. What are you talking about? 5 years sober.
Ashley Bobbitt has been celebrating 5 years of sobriety.
Who's Ashley
Bobbitt? Please, Suntan, let me moderate this for a second, please.
Nepal.
That was me, Nepal.
Oh, okay, just a sec. Everybody, just let me try to keep some order. I love it that everybody's here. Everybody's going to get a chance to talk. I just wanted him to clarify. Are you saying, is this facetious? Are you saying she's 5 years sober because she passed away?
Yes, that's exactly how the racists would say for St. George Floyd.
You know what I say to people? Listen. Just because Jeffrey Dahmer likes to take boys and eat them, you don't take boys and eat them and say, well, he does it. So just because somebody does something horrible, you don't do it. But if you want to do it, so you're making a joke about her being unalived and deceased and saying that's how she's sober. I just want to clear that up. Okay.
Who in their right mind would challenge authority like that?
Okay, I don't know. Hold that thought. Hold that thought, sir. All right, so we're going to move on to Rakufu came in. Rakufu, what would you like? I want to ask you, did you see the video with the woman in Minnesota? And by the way, I do not condone jokes about women who didn't do anything. They're not criminals that just got unalived, or jokes about anybody that passed away that way. But I know some people do find, some people have dark humor. So some people have dark humor, and that's, I just want to make that clear. Okay, Elder Seba Rakufu, what do you want to add? And then I'll move on to Apostle. Rakufu.
Yeah, my bad. I want to listen. I wanted to listen for a minute.
Oh, okay. I'm just giving you your, because you came in. So, all right. When you want to come in, Rakufu, just let me know. Say, Nepal, I want to come in. I'll let you come in the correct order. Apostle, please, what would you like to add? And then I think we should get on to possibly the next topic about are we Africans, if we can, because I know Rakufu goes in on that one. Apostle.
Yeah, shalom to Elder Apostle Zaquan.
Oh, that's kind. That was unbiased.
Unbiased. It's been a while.
That's okay. Up, very cordial. Now,
how you doing, Ryan?
Great, thank you,
Apostle.
brother.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick. Let's get for your answer or your position. Did the woman in Minnesota was she using lethal force against ICE for them to react with lethal force and end her life? Or no?
I'm not sure. I'm not that up on it. I heard about it.
I got to show the video. Let me show the video.
Okay.
Wow. This is sad.
Yeah, I don't know about showing that video. You might get flagged.
Oh yeah, well,
like you gotta do a viewer discretion advised. No, you gotta do a viewer discretion advised.
Yeah,
right. Let me do it at the end.
Yeah,
right,
okay.
You're right. You're actually right. I'm biased. I'm gonna do it at the end of the show, but for now, the background is. Let me
Hold on. I got something I need to add.
Okay.
If I may.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't done, but
no, I cut you off. Go ahead.
I was concerned about the comment that was made prior. The reference to the brother Floyd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the attachment, I'm having problems with understanding your point. What was your point? What were you?
All right, I'm going to answer. That's a great question, sir. The man in the high castle is a courier, and he has seen footage from past, present, and future. First and foremost, St. George Floyd, as he's known in Minnesota, he was unalived by police officers. Correct? Right or wrong?
He was unalived by police officers. Yeah.
Now, St. Ashley Babbitt was also January 6th, 2021. She was unalived by authorities, police officer. Also, today, this woman, I believe her name is it Aaron? Anyways, she was unalived by police officers in Minnesota. So the correlation is very ironic.
I think it's Renee Woods. I can look it up.
Renee, yes.
Yeah. Are you talking about the female that had supposedly a pail of water? The one that came into the home and shot?
No, that's Sandra Massey, sir.
Right. Okay.
That's that's not how the man in the high castle plays around. You feel me? That would be immature. Sandra Massey. Sandra Massey called the cops on herself because she wanted help. Her family were not attached to her like that until the blood money came around. It's unfortunate. Rest in peace, Sonia Massey.
Yeah, I'm confused.
All right, so am I getting an echo? Are you guys hearing an echo?
It might be coming from me. I don't know.
I don't hear it from you. I'm saying from my end. I hear. Do you guys hear an echo?
No echo.
Yes, no?
We'll hear the echo at first, but then it goes away.
Right.
But it goes away every time.
I see. Okay, great. So let me do this.
Somebody else can explain to me.
I'm gonna see if I can get some information
about these.
We ain't got time for that, Elder Apostle.
There's nothing to explain. He clearly something is wrong with him, and you need to
that's what I need to do. I'm just gonna say, let's get over to Jose. Jose's here. Add in, Jose. What do you think about what happened with ICE? Was lethal force warranted in that situation?
I saw the video, and nobody was in front of the car, but there were some officers off to the side of the car. So possibly they could have shot out a tire as opposed to killing the woman. Maybe they didn't have to shoot that woman and kill her because nobody was.
Officers are trained to shoot to kill, not shoot at tires, brother.
But you know what?
About the video.
No, I saw the video. They could have possibly shot out a tire.
No. Officers are not trained to shoot at tires. Hey, brother, officers are taught to shoot to kill, eliminate threats, not to shoot at tires. I'm letting you know how every officer is trained, even every American citizen. You're not trained to shoot in the air. If you use your gun out self-defense, that means you believe your life is an imminent threat and you got to eliminate that person. So no shooting at legs, no shooting at tires. You got to eliminate the threat, brother. Okay, that's American law.
Single mass.
Can I ask this question about the video, though?
Sure, go ahead.
If the police were off to the side or whatever, was anyone else in danger, like in front of that car, or like any civilians or any of that? What was in front of the car? Even though
police officers were. Okay?
There were police officers standing everywhere. They were everywhere. Not exactly in front of the car, but again, they were. I'm gonna have to just show the video.
Well,
I'm looking at it right now. Nah, y'all are wrong. Nope, she did. He was in danger. I just looked at it too. I didn't see it this big.
Of course, these guys are capping over here, man.
Oh hell no.
Now,
no.
Can I
if
say
that was a black woman, if that was a black woman, these guys would be silent.
Could you put it on mute, the video, maybe?
I'm gonna have to show it and just do let's see here. It's horrible. It's really bad. She's really put them in danger.
You notice how the car's parked sideways, like it's obstructing? It's obstructing.
It's been shown all on.
They blocked her off, by the way. They blocked her off.
Oh, she's in trouble. No, she didn't.
Of course she
didn't
is.
know.
Of course, nothing would happen to this officer.
She was doing this.
What's wrong with these Aryan queens, y'all?
She was
No.
Karen,
I don't want to go so far as saying women. It's like you saying the queens. What about the men are doing this too?
The Aryan queens. What's wrong with these Aryan queens? It's not obeying the
Queens, you are hilarious.
I'm being for real. They was Vikings and shit.
Wow. Well, I think.
What's going on?
Y'all right? Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not just this quote unquote Karenism, which is not a phenomenon. They've always acted in this way. And we were talking to, as you said earlier, Sister Nepal, it's that same thing as that privilege is I don't feel like I have to stand in line. I don't have to wait. I can take orders from whom I choose to take orders, if I agree with you or not, or agree with you. Like I said, if you decide to show the video, I think that'd be good for the audience. But if you don't, I suggest people go and look at it. There was an officer standing directly in front of the vehicle at one point. And you have to remember, because you didn't see the video, most of you, this thing happened within a matter of seconds, right? And so when we're saying, but one person was on this side, one person was on that side.
Yeah. Oh, she could have killed him, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this with shock.
Yeah, she could have killed him.
Oh, wow.
Honestly,
She almost ran the one in front. I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to show Yara. Listen. Yeah. There was one in front on the left. She could have run him down.
I think she caught the foot of one of the officers too.
She could have ran over his, I think he ran over his foot, the one that actually shot.
No.
Yeah, the one on the passenger side. I think she ran over his foot.
Happened like that. They wilding, yo. I saw what I saw. That's what it is.
I'm showing it. Give me a minute. All right, I want to preface this. Yara, please, excuse me. This is ridiculous. First of all, she did almost run over the one in the front left, and the one at the door was also in danger of being harmed. So,
before you show it, can you say this is for educational purposes?
I'm gonna put up the fair use.
But you also gotta say, wait, Napa, you gotta say viewer discretion advised, because people can be traumatized. If fair use ain't enough. People can watch it and be traumatized.
You're right. You're absolutely right, unbiased. I'm not going to show the full part where they actually get her, but I want you to see right before what happens. And this is wild. I can't believe I didn't see this part. I only saw like a little bit of it on Facebook.
They're going to take that video down, I believe.
Okay, so this is obviously, I know this is going to have to be deleted out of here, but so this is what I'm going to do. I got to put the comments up on the screen because, I'm going to have to edit this out probably. I forgot how to add the comments to the screen.
As long as you stop it before the officer draws a gun, you're fine.
Okay, I'm going to show this. It's for definitely copyright. This is for, we have to examine this to get a good idea of what happened. Okay, y'all, this is what happened. Right here, I'm sharing this from the New York Post channel. Can you all see it? No, yes. Let me make sure I get it on the screen.
Viewer discretion advised.
Yes, definitely viewer discretion advised. This may be disturbing to some people. ICE agent opens fire on woman. Now you see the ICE agent at the door, right? Everyone sees him, right?
Right.
But there's one standing right there in front of the front part of the car. There's an agent standing right there.
Yes.
That you cannot see, who is not in view. So there's an actual agent in front of the car standing to the left of the agent that you see at the door.
Right. Now,
okay, ready? I'm going to slow it down a little.
Car is sticking out from behind that car that's in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
That's because at one point she was directly behind that vehicle. And when they told her to get out, that's why he's pulling on her door. She refused.
I want to note that her wheel is turned left too. Her wheel is turned to the left.
Right. She's trying to leave.
Yes, it is.
She's trying to back out and leave. Get it? She didn't want to.
Right.
So,
entitlement. Entitlement.
She trying to treat them like they the repo man.
Okay. Privilege. Okay, so I slowed it down so I can let you see fair use. Remember, this is graphic. This is graphic, and if you find this kind of content disturbing, don't watch it. Okay, here it is. So here he is. You see the other officer? Do you see the other officer in front of the car?
Yep.
On the left. Watch. He had to move out of the way. Watch.
Yeah.
There's another officer. She almost ran him over.
Right.
And the person, whoever's in that white truck, their door is open, and they're in danger also.
Exactly. So let's go back again. You saw that, right? She was actually going to run over the officer in the front. Look.
You got to look at everything.
Yeah, I'm Karen. I could do what I want.
I want to be ICE when I grow up.
Why did they approach the car? What's going on?
Because her ass was blocking. She was obstructing traffic.
So that's that. I'm not going to show that too much, but y'all saw that,
she was
right?
sideways. Hold on. Hold on. She wait. Hold on. She was sideways. Right. Well,
Go ahead. I'm biased. I'm going to let you go. Take the mic, and then we're passing around. Go ahead.
Okay, guys. She was horizontal. Okay, she's facing upwards with everybody going sideways. She's obstructing traffic. That's illegal. She's antagonizing the ICE agents because they're ICE agents. In her mind, they got no business in Minnesota. With all the scams and everything, they got no business there. Okay, so now she's obstructing traffic. They're like, hey, man, get the hell out of here. She's running her little white privileged Karen mouth, and they went to check her ass, and she's going to do what she want to do. And RIP her ass. You dig? There's t-shirts on her ass right now.
I do want to answer this question. I'm going to go ahead. No, go ahead. I thought you're finished.
So all I'm going to say is this. Like, guys, stop being coons. Okay, because in black society, this happens all the time with black people. And none of y'all coons say nothing. Okay, now it's a white woman.
The people to think they're coons. If they have an opposing opinion, you're not a coon on the panel.
I got you, but Malcolm X used that term.
People to get in there.
Yeah, Malcolm X used that term loosely. Okay, and what I'm saying is that this woman is clearly doing the actions of black Americans who get deleted for doing these actions. Yes. Now, an innocent white woman with blue eyes, blonde hair, that she meet the same fate as us. Now all of a sudden, oh no, where were you guys at? Like, you gotta stop, man. Queen. You gotta stop.
Who's that? Okay, let me do this. Philip asked. No, someone asked, I think it was Rio, are you talking about the third one, sis? I don't know if you saw Rio, scroll back, drag it back, and you'll see there's a police officer out of view at first in front of her vehicle.
Yes.
And that's the one that they're talking about that was in danger.
Yeah, it looked like there was an agent in front that jumped out of the way at the last minute.
And she was reckless. I mean, like everybody said, there were other people's doors open. She was in a residential. I don't know. Look, people don't like ICE. I get it. But that doesn't mean I was totally opposed to the way people were rioting, destroying city property, which were police vehicles. I am not very popular when it comes to my support for the police. I support the police. I think that people say we hate the police. That's because we aren't the police. Start becoming the police.
No, I support police. Right. I'm from New Jersey. You dig? And most of our cops over here are black.
Thank you.
Right?
There you go.
Okay. Most of our cops out here are black.
That's a fact.
So I support police.
There you go. Now, what he just said, look at this. People, the police anyone can become a police officer. It's not like only white people can be police officers. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like what police are doing in your neighborhood, encourage your children, the young in 20s, 30s. Hey, go make a change. You don't like working a desk job. There's a lot of danger in being a police. Yes, but the benefit is that you get a lot of respect in a lot of very important forums. So you may not get street
it's a great career. But the hell with the streets. You hear ATL, the streets are dead. All right. So the police position is where it's at, man. If you in a black neighborhood, white neighborhood, and you're black, go ahead and be that cop, right? Go ahead and expose white supremacy, expose racial profiling. Go ahead and be that change.
Yeah.
In the spirit of Christopher Donner. In the spirit of Officer Christopher Donner, for real.
No. Who's that?
He was letting people know.
He unalived his partners. That guy? Is that what you're talking about?
No. He was letting it be known that there are racist gangs in LA police all throughout California.
And then he unalived a bunch. Then he unalived a bunch of his partners. He unalived a bunch of his partners.
I don't believe.
That's not true.
I don't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing from you, black folks, man.
Oh, nice. I never teach, man.
Goddamn police.
What the hell has happened to her?
Yes.
What the hell?
Yeah, we're law-abiding citizens.
Wrong fitness.
We're not
Wrong
criminals.
Fitness, that's not true.
What has
I'm a full-blood American. I'm a full-blood American, foundational to this.
Okay, let's take it. Hold on, one mic. Let's let
has
Senator come in
happened
and
to the
share his
mindset
feelings.
of you Negroes? Like
Senator, can we not call people names? Don't call people names.
Don't tell me what to say and how to say it. I'm Sarnetta. Everybody know how I get in.
I know that. I know who you are.
Sarnetta.
Let me talk. Everybody know who's
Go
talking.
ahead, honey. Talk.
All right.
That's my Negro. If he don't get no bigger, he's still my best friend.
I'm surprised. I'm listening to Blackity Black.
You call us a Negro?
Shout out to Tazoriak. That's his word. To the Blackity Blacks up here talking about I support the police. Oh, I'm in Jersey. I got black police all in my. Those Negroes are the worst. They the worst one. Yes. You know why they the worst? Let me talk, brother. Because they see the white cops doing wrong and they will not step up and correct them.
No, my brother checked. My brother's an officer. My brother checked their ass, bro.
Let me talk.
That's fake news,
From
though.
his feelings. Let him talk his position.
From reality. That's where I'm speaking from, not from no goddamn feelings. Don't forget, I'm a former Black Panther. I seen what these cops would do. I seen what the black cops do. They support their whites. If it's a white chief right there with a white shirt, they will sit their ass there and let them white boys pound on you. Don't tell me nothing. The black officers, that's the correctional officers, they the goddamn worse. They worse than state police. They kick you in the nuts. They step on your nuts, all of that. They hurt you.
Oh, my God.
They trained to kill you. And regardless of the... Relax, Paul, just relax.
No, I mean, what is your point?
They murdered the white woman. It don't matter whether she was white or black. They murdered her. She wasn't trying to run no police over. She cruised out easy and then tried to get out. So when they shot her, yes, it's going to speak because you shot. They murdered the woman. Simple.
It's been less than 24 hours. Give it some time.
You know, because
let's watch the video.
Senator, can I respond?
The video more than once.
Hey, Senator, can I respond to you?
You said she pulled out easy. She sped out.
No, she definitely sped out.
I slowed it down.
Wait, no problem. But let me respond to Sanetta though.
It don't matter.
No problem.
These goddamn pigs, y'all crazy.
Wait, hey, stop. Wait.
Y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot all these little black babies that these police.
Oh God, help me.
So let me respond to Sanetta.
Maybe violating NSPM 7.
Wait, hold on, Reese. Reese, hold on. Let me respond to Sanetta.
No, man, no. You can respond when I finish. I would have.
When are you going to finish, though? When are you going to let people respond to you?
I would have been finished if y'all wouldn't have been cutting me off with all the murders that they have committed against black, Latino, brown, all of us, our grandmothers. Y'all forgot about the grandmamas when they go in the house and they kick in the door and shoot her up and they all get let free? Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all Negroes? Y'all lost your rabbit ass mind. You support the police. I thought you were Hebrew.
Okay, you finished now, honey?
What happened to you, bro?
I've been raised
in my be like a Timu Delvin.
Wait, no, hold on, Reese, let me respond.
Let me respond.
Oh, okay, all right. So first of all, Sunday, I'm in New Jersey. I spoke to Captain. He's an East Orange. Damn near every cop East Orange is black. Newark, Irvington, stop. My brother is a police officer, and he got a desk job because he was doing exactly what you're saying. What they're not doing. He was out there writing up these white racist profiling cops. Okay, just writing their ass up, and they put them in a damn elementary school. So you got to stop, bro. There's many black officers out there exposing racism within the police department and profiling. You dig? So why will we let white people just become cops?
Thank you.
If that's the problem, right? We're going to become cops to expose these bastards. And again, East Orange, Irvington, Newark, you got to stop, bro. Most of those officers are black and Latino. You got a few minority white class in East Orange, Newark, and Irvington. Okay, black. And where I'm at right now, black. Majority of officers are black, and none of that shit's going on here. Ain't nobody dying in Plainfield, my boy. I'm in Plainfield, New Jersey. Ain't nobody black dying in Plainfield, New Jersey. Because most of the cops are black and Latino.
Yeah, they
So yes,
don't get
I
it
support.
because that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
go
yes,
ahead.
I support officers, black and Latino, because they are out here doing some good shit. Ain't nobody dying black in my city.
No profanity.
From
This
police
is the
officers.
thing, real quick. I'm gonna move on, but I want to
y'all
say
can't
this
hear me?
because I hear you. I'm gonna move. I want to say something. I'm gonna call on you. This is the thing, though. You know, all this. Oh, these pigs, and I don't like them. Well, make a change. They're here. They're in our communities. It's like, come on, all this stuff about get them saw. Yeah, you hate the police. I got it. So there's racist police. So the solution is we need to make more of our people police officers. We need more police officers who are not going to be going along with racism. And that stuff about black cops are going along with it. You just heard what Mbaya said. He's talking about his brother. I have a family of police officers, black men. That is untrue. Every black man is not. They deal with racism themselves because there is a good old boy community or syndicate, so to speak, within these first responder groups, and they were exposed. So we got to get in there. We have to make changes. I bet you all this stuff that Sonetter's saying, and I know, spit flying, the cops, he'll be the first one to dial 911. I've seen it. Don't make me say personal stuff. I've seen it. All of you talking about you hate the police. You'll be the first ones to come. Why are you cursing? Hey, everybody, chill out. Everybody, chill out. Why are you using the MF word? Why are you using the MF word?
You fucking lying. Talking about you ain't seen me call them.
I haven't. First off, I didn't say you. I didn't say you. A hit dog hollers.
Oh, okay.
A hit dog hollers.
Hey, yo, did
hit
you
dog
hear what
hollers.
She said, I seen you call the cops.
No, I didn't. I said all this stuff about to everybody saying, I don't like the police. I've seen it firsthand. People who say,
somebody put in the chat, Sabi calling cops.
Hey, Sonetter, a hit dog, Sonetter, a hit dog hollers.
Am I the only one that heard that?
I didn't say you called the
Nah,
cops.
she didn't say that, bro. The chat trolling you, bro.
Yeah. Guess what, though? You noticed how he got triggered. Let me say this, Sonetter. Sonetter, what is wrong with you? Why are you so unruly, honey?
Black Sage, you gonna tell me you ain't hear that?
It could have sounded that way. I don't think that's what she was saying.
I didn't say Sonetter called the police, but I will say this.
All right,
I don't need you to be apologizing because you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong besides getting too hyped. Like, chill out a little bit. This isn't a personal thing toward you. If you don't like the police,
all right, let me get off here.
I'm almost done here.
Hey, man, we appreciate your passion, though, Sonetta. We appreciate it, though.
Yeah. Well, I don't appreciate that passion because it's showing black people's hypocrisy when black people, Black Sage feels the same way. He hates the police too, but there's a lot of black people that hate the police. But the solution is you gotta
be specific, though. You hate white police. You gotta stop being afraid to say it.
No, I don't hate white police.
Wait. So black officers. So you hate black officers?
I hate black cops more.
Can you please stop?
Hey, Nepal, you said to ask you when can I speak?
I've been having my hand raised up for almost 20
I know,
minutes.
Apostle, but I wasn't done talking.
My bad, Apostle. My bad. I'm going to mute.
Jesus, God, this is
people still commenting, jumping in.
Let me speak.
I'm trying to do the right thing and not jump in because I looked at the tape last night and I had some regrets. So I'm really practicing not jumping in.
Apostle, you should have been talking right now.
And nobody's saying nothing.
Yeah, but you know what, Apostle? Go ahead. What would you like to say? Peace, Ashe. Go ahead, Apostle.
I was a commissioned officer for 16 years. Had the power of arrest. I worked for a private agency, carried the gun, went to court, locked people up, did all of that. Sat with the company I worked for Cops frequented, and they would come in. Phil Fine was telling me about this dude that they had to get straight. They put my brother, incidentally, I got a brother that was a lieutenant in DC, Metro Transit. His son retired as a sergeant. They beat my brother to an inch of his life. Laid in the hospital for over a month. When I walked in that hospital room, I couldn't recognize my baby brother. That's how his face was distorted. That same cop that came bragging to me one day is the same cop that put my brother in the hospital, along with 6 of his friends. Messed his mouth up, his teeth up, till he had to get everything extracted and fixed. His jaw was wide for 2 years. They nearly killed my brother. Now, I'm saying, and I'm saying this. I see the scene. It's snowing. Perhaps that's the reason why the car is sideways. I don't know. I wasn't there. Just looking at the scene, there's a cop in front of the car. I know my brother was in that situation, and all he wanted to do was leave.
Bro, she was blocking ICE agents, man.
Brother, hold on for a second. We don't do that here. Hold on. So I'm almost done. All he wanted to do was leave because it was a dangerous area. 20 cop cars looking for a criminal. He wanted to get out of the complex. And as he was leaving, a cop walked up to him, reached his hands in his car, and took his keys. Told him, don't go nowhere. Well, you got my keys. Where I'm gonna go? From that, they damn near killed my brother.
Why? Was he resisting arrest?
No, he wanted to leave.
So what did he do?
They snatched him out of the car.
And just beat his ass for no reason.
Wait, hold on.
They beat him because he asked them to give me my keys so I can leave. But
okay, but did they say they were doing an investigation? You said there was some criminal in the area, right?
My brother was awarded medical fit. His whole medical bills were paid off.
Hey, Apostle, hold on for a minute. They act like this is unheard of. This happens all the time. Man, happens all the time.
They awarded my brother $1.
What is wrong with y'all? Y'all acting like this shit is unheard of. Police.
Oh God.
They in court awarded my brother. First of all, they had it moved from Oxon Hill, Maryland, which is across the DC border, to Silver Spring, Maryland, up in a majority white neighborhood. Okay? They had it moved. They paid all his medical bills and awarded him $1 punitive because it was brought up in the court that this is how black folk make money. They use the court system and sue people. I know, look, that's the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, fine. Now, I'm not always, I just wanted to know. There's snow out there. I don't know what's going on. Her car's being blocked. Why?
Her car's being blocked? Another car sped off because she was obstructing the traffic.
In front of her car.
Okay, let's park up the car, Elder. Park your car up. I gotta move on. I gotta move on.
They snatched him out of the car.
They snatched him out of the car. You said that. I really. Okay, thank you for that story. Let me just move on to. We have a newcomer, Ashe you want to weigh in, and then Rakufa, I know you said want to say something. I see you sharing something, Black Sage. We know there's corrupted police officers, but let me say this again. Senator can come in here and yell and drop F-bombs, even though he said don't use profanity on the channel. But let me say this. I will bet good money that he and all the other people talking about the police, if you need them, you will call them. I know it. You will. You will call them when you need them. You will approach them and ask them for assistance. Now, what about that? Okay, go ahead, Ashe.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ashe.
Now, you're right when you say that we should be encouraging fellow Black people to get in the field. Absolutely. But it will be to no oblige if these racist sects are still existing and dominating the police force. You get what I'm saying? See, let me speak to the incident first. When we looking at these ICE agents, they're very aggressive. And we know for a fact that they utilize some of the most racist agents that they have on their squads to go dish out the stuff, man. Like, I've seen the videos, the way that these ICE agents go about people. They're very rude. They resemble Nazis. Literally. That's what they resemble.
Oh my God! All right, next topic. Next topic. This guy,
Everybody.
who should he talking, man? Next topic.
I know, but who muted? I didn't mute. I didn't unmute anybody, so I saw somebody got muted. But let's do this. Yeah, let's get. Well, we're not targeting anybody. He wasn't the only one talking, but thank you, Santian. Ashe, get your thought out, and then I'm gonna move on to Rakufu and also get to something Yara sharing in the back. Finish up, Ashe.
Yeah, and I'll move on to my last point here. I'm gonna come back to Blacks in the actual police field itself. If the laws are not going to change, far as the punishment that's being dealt, far as police brutality, and then where they're going about handling the people, and they're going to continue to just be lawless and get away with being lawless, me being a Black officer is not going to change the dominant racist caveat that exists within the police force. I mean, matter of fact, we have examples. Look at the program at Rikers. The majority of those officers were Black. They were Black. You know, and I'm not, you know, when you observe what was happening, come on, man, like, there's no excuse. And that's just a prime example that just because we have quote unquote colored people in the force, that you're still going to have the mistreatment of authority.
You're gonna have mistreatment of You're gonna have mistreatment of authority, whoever they are. Human beings like to do things like that, but I get it. When we complain about how they're doing, this is the thing. Corrections officers, they just running wild. Women in there getting pregnant by prisoners. I'm not talking about corrections officers. Deputy sheriffs and police officers who patrol and police our communities are people who live in those communities. Do the math. If Ashe or Elder Yara or FBA Ron, if they become police officers, then they are our peers and they are compassionate and empathic toward us. So if we get more people who are in our communities actually becoming police officers for the community, how are we going to say, oh, they're against us? It just, the math ain't mathing on that. That's my take.
That is not true, Nepal.
The blue wall is real.
They are very disrespectful in New York City. That's where I'm from, so I'm gonna speak on New York. They are very disrespectful to elders as well, and to older ladies, and especially Black women. They are very disrespectful. I'm telling you what I've seen. My own eyes.
I've seen you be disrespectful towards police officers too. I've seen you disrespect them.
They are disrespectful. They are power-driven police. And like my brother Asay said, the Black ones are sometimes mostly the worst ones because they have something to prove to the white shirts that I'm a part of you, that I'm down with you.
But Senator, can I ask you a question? Because you're just spewing rhetoric. Let me ask you a question.
And you're talking over me.
I'm not talking over you, but be honest.
Already, I would have been finished already And
Be
so
honest.
this is what these cops will do. I'm talking about, man, these are the most racist police in New York. And I'm talking about the black ones too. The worst ones.
Yeah. Sonetter, hold on, everybody. Sonetter, since you keep on talking.
Thank you.
I said I made that point earlier when I said in the penitentiary in Rikers Island, they the worst. You better. They wanted to shut down Rikers Island. It's nothing in there.
But we agree with you, bro.
Those aren't police officers.
It's nothing in there but black cops. They cops.
Those aren't police officers.
See, that word black. That word black. I don't like that word black for everybody.
I'm not gonna just let him keep popping in. No, you keep.
I will be talking over people if y'all don't let me finish. I will be coming in talking over everybody. Right? Now, I'm telling you, these are black cops. You can call them correctional officers all you want. They walk the goddamn pistols. They go to the goddamn.
Please let me respond.
Wrong. If you do anything wrong, they will shoot you while they not even on the goddamn job, and they will get away with it. So what is you talking about? Police. They don't care if they on duty or not. Right.
They don't care. They will kill you.
Conversation. Get the fuck out of the chat. Listen, this is the thing, Sonetter. I'm gonna confront you now. Sonetter, I'm gonna be now.
Listen, you better not confront me. Don't confront me because I'm speaking my truth. Just talk.
And I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak about it. I have seen Sonetter. He's scared. I've seen Sonetter be very rude to police officers, black ones and Latino ones, lady ones, for no reason. Go up and antagonize them, and they've been very nice to you. They have not arrested you. They have not done anything to you, but you want to antagonize you. It was a woman and a man. And they didn't do anything to you. And even when you were antagonizing them and not following just their simple request, if you could just back up, you kept on, and they didn't do one thing to you. And I was like, well, this is what not just Sonetter, this isn't targeting, but this is what a lot of people
But they don't have authority over me to tell me to back up. I'm not in their crime scene. I was back over 10 feet. They just didn't want me to get the footage of what they were.
Well, okay, so you said that. Now I got to add on. My point is, I'm going to go to you, Ron. My point is, a lot of people have been wronged by the police, including me. I've been wronged by the police. I've had racist things happen to me, sexist things. I've had cops grab me, squeeze my bosom, and I have had racist cops come to me. But I'm not going to say that's all the police and the police. It's one individual who was in there, and many of them are ruling because we have this rhetoric about, oh, I hate the police, F the police. I'm going to say it again. We need people like ourselves who are in our communities, whether they're black.
Paul, why do you think people say they hate the police? Just tell me why you think that.
Because you want to know why? You want to know why?
Why?
Because of this, because the rhetoric that you're spewing.
No. Because they see the disrespect.
The blue wall.
Listen. I was talking. Let me pass the mic to
they see people getting shot, Nepal.
Nah. I live in the community too.
Amadou Diallo.
People get shot. Guess what?
One shot.
Hey, you.
Because he had a wallet.
Hey, Sonetter. Guess what? Police officers get shot too.
All the time.
Okay, I know. Don't talk over me. Don't start screaming your BS rhetoric, cop hate over me. We have family members that get killed. Police officers get killed too, and guess what they do? They get up every day and they put their lives on the line to protect the community. I don't want to hear this BS about cops. They all hate us. No, there are people in our community, children, brothers, sisters, husbands. There's blacks. There's Latinos. There's everybody that are in our communities that say, you know what, I'm gonna go be a police officer. And so don't tell me about, listen, they are putting their lives on the line every single day. Whether you say they're racist, whether you say they're not racist, they are going out there. Even if they're a racist, their life is on the line. What about the dude, the one, that piece of shit that they were supporting? I don't know if you're down with him if the FBA want to talk about that piece of shit that blew that 22-year-old officer's brains out because he was sitting in the car being nothing but a lowlife, smoking weed, and the officer came up to him and he wrestled. He just blew the officer's brains out.
And we want to hear about, oh, the officer was white. He deserved it. No, I support the police. I support the police so goddamn hard. I stand behind the police. I'm with the police. And you know what? It's because my family members are police officers. They put their lives on the line. They love our people. They love our communities. My grandfather got stabbed over 20 times in a domestic violence dispute that he went to with his own people, black people, black and Latino. A black man stabbed his own kind up. And he didn't ever draw his revolver on that man. And they brought my grandfather's bloody ass uniform to my grandmother and presented it to her saying, oh, your husband he might not make it through the night. Don't you tell me about people dying. Police officers die too. Now what? There, I'll pass the mic to FBA Ron.
He said, Saul say this because he had nobody in the force related to him. That's where you lie at. That's where you're wrong at. See, you don't know me.
You do not have a police officer in your family. Stop lying.
I was going to add on.
I'm not talking about through marriage. Are you talking about through me, Senator? Are you talking about your in-laws? Yeah, you do through my family.
I didn't hear that, Nepal.
Through my family, you do. You don't have any police.
I don't want to argue.
Okay, you meant through my family, baby. I got you. Yeah, he's talking about through my family. He does have police officers. My nephew, my brother, my grandfather, my uncle. Yeah, he does. He does have police officers. And you know what? His beautiful family. He has daughters.
I'm not talking about nobody in your family, Nepal.
I want them to be police officers.
I have police officers in my family, Nepal. I'm not talking about yours.
No, you don't. Cap. I'm telling the truth. No, you don't. It's okay, baby. Moving right along to FBA Ron.
No, it ain't FBA Ron. It was my turn.
I'm sorry,
Ron.
No.
Sorry, it was the man in the house.
I'm on mute.
No, Rakufu wanted to speak. So y'all don't like when I match
he
the
was
energy.
next.
Y'all don't
Rakufu,
like
you were
when I
next,
match
bro. I'm
the
going
energy
mute.
of him. You don't like when I match the energy. I think I lost. I think Yara dropped off. You don't like when that's the same energy he was giving?
Y'all want to pull back up because I want to talk to him.
Come on, go ahead.
Rakufu, it was your turn.
Okay, so all I want to say, everybody on the panel, whether it's the police or not, needs some form of structure and authority in a civilized world, because without that form of structure, it could be the nation, the fruit of Islam, it could be somebody, but they got to be a form of structure in our community. Sadnetta could be out in the street, going to work, and somebody, dear God forbid, go into his house and try to grab some stuff out of his house, and somebody from across the street can call a number to get them people out of his house and his family safe. So they're not going to disrespect them people.
I'm not calling the police. Somebody come in my house, they'll be carrying them out. You better believe that.
Okay, let me go
they'll
on
be carrying your ass out too, going to prison.
That's okay.
We're going to go to unbiased, and then we got to get to Black Stage. Listen,
right,
okay,
so
let's go.
fall back.
I see you, Ashay.
I'll be justified.
You know what's funny? I tried to keep it cool. Sonetter, he came in, he hyping it up, and I love him. He's Sonetter, he's the GOAT, everything. But when I match the energy, they're like, oh, Nepal, chill out. No, Nepal, please stop. Oh, please. Anyway, toughest environment, baby.
I still need that help, man.
Wait, Apostle, hold on.
Apostle, do that on the side, please, Elder.
Yeah.
No disrespect. Go ahead, Ron. I'm gonna fall back a little bit. Come on.
Apostle, you need help. Get some crutches. You dig? Or wheelchair.
Go ahead, Ron. Please.
No, I don't want a wheelchair, brother.
All right, then we can
get some crutches then.
Ron, do you have anything to say?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I don't know why.
Okay. Apostle.
Jesus, love me.
Apostle, relax. My guy, relax.
Man.
Well, you the one that addressed him, though. I told you that you're dealing with the OG elder. You think he's not going to say anything
I love
back?
Apostle, but Apostle, relax. That's my elder. You dig?
Ron, what do you want to add? Because we got to go around the panel.
All right, Apostle, I'm going to relax. I'm going to relax. So I want to speak about black cops. Okay, we got to stop. Okay, so we got to stop. Okay, so would you rather? I mean, I'm gonna land the plane real easily. 5 seconds. Would you rather white cops patrol your neighborhood, or pull you over, or black cops? Real simple.
I want to answer that. Don't have a choice. 9 out of 10 times it's going to be a white cop in Tennessee pulling me over. 9 out of 10.
That wasn't the question.
Okay, let me.
That was not the question, my guy. That was not the question. I said, would you prefer white or black?
We gotta go around the panel.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Ahead,
when black cops pull me over, They some disrespectful, nasty mother effers, boy. They some
They match your energy, my love.
trying to be gangsters, and they show you that they are the ones that's in charge, and they the one that got the power. So that's the answer to your question. You live in
white partners back. They want to let you know that.
Apostle, you live in Jersey. I'm in New York City, bro. So your cops over there, they're probably
No,
passing.
I'm with you, Si. No, I agree with you.
But I'm
I agree
over
with
here
you.
in New
Could
York
I add
City.
on?
New York and LA, New York and California cops are the worst.
Yo.
I'll say it
they're
next.
not.
When they, hey, guess what? You guys,
Could I
we're
add
gonna
on?
let Ashe come in, and then we're gonna go to the man in the Hyatt Castle, and then we gotta get to Yara. We're gonna move on to the slave topic because it's getting a little bit.
Yeah, we gotta get to FBA.
You starting a civil war
where
up
I'm
in
going to
here.
dominate clearly on FBA topic.
You gotta let Kennetta, Nepal, you gotta let
Okay.
Kennetta go. He's always involved with the police damn near every day. Let Kennetta go too.
I know, baby. Thank you. Okay, I got you. I wrote it. I
wanna
know,
say
Ike. I
this.
wrote it. Go ahead, Ashe.
Now, I'm here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I don't know how it is everywhere else. You know, I'm not trying to make this a personal thing. I don't think it should be. But when it comes down to the hiring of blacks, far as the police, sometimes we don't even get hired within our own community because they fear culture continuity.
That's a fact.
They fear that you're going to be that brother who relates to the brother and lets him get away, or with driving without a license.
That's
they
a fact.
fear that you're going to be easy on your people. They fear that.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
they literally do a test on you, and they ask you these questions. They give you the litmus, and they ask you these questions to see what you would do. And if you are one of those, and if they see that you're going to have a slight compassion, because you're black and you're going to sympathize with blacks, you're not getting the job, brother. It's over
That's
with.
cap.
That's you
cap.
through.
East Orange, Newark, Irvington,
Hey,
still
listen,
with
you
black
don't gotta
officers.
like what I'm saying, but you don't gotta cut me
I
off
want
either.
to know where you got this information. Did you ever try to get into the police force?
I have family in the police force.
So let me ask you: if you have family in the police force, obviously black people can get hired.
Not in Grand Rapids.
Okay, I don't know about Grand Rapids. Are you in Michigan, right?
They're
Okay,
not,
so I don't know about
the family I have that are police are not police in my city.
Okay, well, that's a good point. Thank you, Ashe. Did you
They're
want to
not.
say anything else? I don't want to rush you. You are
No,
waiting patiently.
Yeah. So I was going to continue. So I wasn't done.
Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
because of that is a lot of reasons. Sometimes we see it, like at least where I'm at, we see that these officers, they don't live in our communities. And why is that? Because they know the way that they treat us. They don't want to see you in the local Walmart. They don't want to see you in the local Meijer after they done mistreated you and treated you crazy. No, these people are coming out 2 hours, driving out 2 hours, hour and a half to come to your city. They don't have no type of resonance with you. So when it comes down to the question, would I rather be policed by black or white? I would rather be policed by somebody who actually is in the community.
Right,
somebody who's a friend of the community. Somebody I'm going to
Black
see
people.
up in my local Walmart, up in my supermarket, up in the Family Dollar. Hey, how you doing, officer? Woo, wah, 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 bang. Because your people live next to my people. I don't need no person who lives way out there and you got a whole different police force, and then you coming out here and you look at my people as second class people as a whole, black, white, Mexican, everybody, you look at them as second class because you feel as if you're better than us because you don't live in this community.
Right. Well, what about, let me ask a question as a host, and then I'm going to move on to Sekou and Kim Netter, and dang, Yara, thank you for holding on. Listen, what about this? I'm gonna ask a real question. I know somebody that's gonna come in and do the magic trick. What are we doing in our communities? Are we encouraging our youth like you, actually young men like you, Ashe? Are we encouraging young men like you to be rappers more or police officers more?
You know,
which one are we doing? Just please pick one.
Don't to get rich. We encouraging the rap.
See how you didn't answer? Let me ask it again. What are we encouraging our young men to do? I'm not even going with police officers. I'm a fan out. Are we encouraging our young men to get into rap? Hey, but my friend, wait, because you said rich. Now I'm gonna open it up. Are we encouraging our young men to get into politics and government office? And that's the police officers a great stepping stone. My grandfather was at the House Whip in the Congress for 24 years. And he was a police officer first, a regular black man in the police, a black Afro-Latino. Now, are we encouraging them to get into politics and make changes in their community? Or are we encouraging them to be rapper slaves under the Zionist regime of the music industry? Which one are we encouraging in our communities? I'll let you answer first, Shane, then I'm going to move on to Sekou.
Of course,
I thought I was next.
Of course, it's rappers, but don't forget street politics as well, Nepal.
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, man in the high castle. I got to move on to the newcomers, and then you're up on the list. Let's go to Sekou, because he came in, and then Kim Netter, and then I'll get your comment, man in the high tower, and then I gotta go to Yara after that. Okay, go ahead, Sekou. Thank you for joining. What would you like to add?
Yeah, thank you. Peace and blessing.
Peace.
Yeah, I would like to respectfully disagree with Queen Nepal and be on the side of Sanetta on this topic because because you see, whenever the police kill people, there's some question people always ask, and I don't like that question, is if the victim have acted this way, he wouldn't have gotten killed. When they killed George Floyd, if he didn't resist, the police wouldn't have killed him. If he didn't if they shoot a young black man on the street for just driving or traffic rule, they say, if he has listened, if he has stopped and listened to the police. The issue here is the institution. It's not about individual police. The institution, the history of the institution of police is anti-black. That have to be very clear. If we say, the cops also get killed, I think we are comparing apple with oranges. Let's deal with the question, is the police anti-black racist in America? Yes. Are they disproportionately killing black people? Yes.
No.
Is the police you want to look at the statistics?
Let him get his whole statement out, y'all, please.
If you want to say no, we got to go into the statistics and see whether black people are disproportionately incarcerated, whether they are disproportionately targeted. If I'm a black man driving, am I safe? You see? So these are things as racist people in the police, yes. And this issue of ICE, and I know we black people, sometimes we like to go along with the flow, but we don't look at our own interest. Like, for example, I will just digress a little bit. Look at the issue of ICE. When white people said they don't want immigrants in America, and black people also say they don't want immigrants, you guys are not saying the same thing. What the white people are saying is that they want immigrants, but not the non-white one. Trump said, bring people from Norway, bring people from this other place. As long as they are white immigrants, it's okay. But when they are non-white, they don't want them. So you black guys also saying, yes, ICE do it. You are not on the same page with the white MAGA. They have a different agenda to increase white population and reduce non-white. So you are not having the same battle. You are not having the same discussion. This is what I'm just trying to say. When we deal with the police as well, can we look at it from our own point of view? Are police people disproportionately racist toward black people? Let's localize the discussion. The statistics. Is it true that police kill black men especially, disproportionately? That's true. That's all I'm saying. So if you say, well, police also get killed, we can have that discussion another day. But the fact is, do police in America disproportionately kill black people, especially black men? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Sekou, for adding that. And actually, Sekou, I don't know if my position was clear. I actually agree with you on that. That's why I said we need to make a change in it. But I hear you. Yes, that it's indisputable, undisputed, whatever you want to say, that there is we're targeted. So I agree with you on that. But this is rhetorical because I got to move around. I hope we can keep you here for this conversation about the other conversation. So just stay here, please.
I'm here for the FBA, so I'm going to wait.
Perfect. So let's get on. I mean, let me move on. Let me move on to Kim Netter. I see your hand up, Reese. I see you. I know I said I want to get to Yara, but if you're not, I don't think you're going to be long. I know you said the man in the high castle that you want to say something. Kim Netter, please come in. You have the experience with the police. come in and share your point of view, and even talk about the white lady. Don't forget the white lady, y'all.
Yeah, I was gonna start with that.
Don't forget the
Peace
white
to the
lady that
panel,
got
everybody.
unalived by ICE. Who did we just lose? We lost somebody. Oh, Ashay fell off. Okay, I hope you come back, Ashay, for the other half of the conversation. Go ahead, Kim Netter. I'm sorry.
All right, peace to the panel, everybody. What's going on, my boy Apostle, man? You know, you my guy, man.
Oh no, we didn't lose Ashay. My bad. Go ahead.
But as far as the lady situation, I think they absolutely did what they were supposed to do. For one, she was already out there blocking the road, basically protesting against ICE. And like you said, they had the officer directly in front of the car. She revved on the gas. If it was anybody else, they would have shot that person and nobody would be blinking. So, you know, that's just to that. But to move forward to how the police treat people, I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and it's mostly like Mexicans and white cops. And they treat the community horrible. They treat everybody, in my experience, like criminals right off the rip. I don't care if your car is registered, your windows can be down. If they see too many people in it, they want to know who you is. They want to run everybody's name. Then you could be standing out on the curb. They pull up on you. Everybody get against the gate. They want to pat everybody down. So me, in my experience, I mostly don't respect most of them until I can see that you are a respectable cop. I wouldn't necessarily be against black cops because I definitely feel like we need more of them to change the narrative, you know, but that's how I feel about that. If I start cordial, if y'all want to interact with me, I ask for your name and badge number. If you start ignoring what I'm asking for because it's in your policy to give me that, then I'm not respecting nothing you say after that, you know. So that's just me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kim Netter. Thank you so much. Let's get on to Reese from Philly. What did you want to add before we move on to the High Castle brother? And I'm telling you, I got to go to Black Sage. He's been sitting here. We might change this conversation over to the FBA soon, to the African conversation. Go ahead, Reese. You had your hand up. Quickly, did you want to respond?
Yeah, the brother said something about why is the question always what did the perpetrator do? That's not the argument. The argument is that everyone alive should know by now that when the police stop you, you do two things. You shut up and you sit still, and it's simply that simple. I got that talk in 1976, so I know everyone in 2026 has had that and understands that in their brain. But for some dumb reason, millions of us go against it after our parents told us to do that. Damn. And in every situation, I don't care which one it is, for the past 25 years, they were doing something way too much. Way too much. And in many cases, they got weapons.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad I let you in. Thank you. And I'm not saying it's fair because somebody said this didn't happen to you, Nepal. I had my brother's best friend. I love you so much, Fred. Rest in peace. Fred wrestled. He would not chill. His mom called. He was on some kind of bad reefer or whatever. His mama called the cops, and that's where the mistake is. A lot of time, your mama called the cops. They wrestled him down and unalived him, and it was wrong. But guess what? She was begging him, please, Fred, just relax. Nobody wants to be wrestled down. Your natural instinct is to fight back. But if you know they are going to take your life, why are you doing all that?
If the police pull me over 9 out of 10 times, I'm carrying a weapon. And I let them know that I'm carrying a weapon.
Oh, shit.
And it's loaded. I wouldn't be carrying it otherwise.
Okay.
Right. And that's what you're supposed to do. Thank you so much, Apostle. Thank you. Yes. So let's go on to now we have the man in the High Castle. Please come in, make a comment briefly, and we can move on to Black Sage and what he wants to share.
I've heard about New Jersey, and I heard about Tennessee, and I've heard about NYC. Let's get on NYC. The reason how come the cop relationship with the citizens is it's because of stop and frisk. For over 30 years, stop and frisk has socially engineered beta males. Say, for instance, when the cop pulls up, these people, the citizens, love to say in New York, suck my D. Suck my D. This is the relationship that y'all have in New York City. Y'all will sue the cop. I'ma sue you. I got you on live. I got you on live. That's the relationship. 30 years of stop and frisk has conditioned beta males in a gun-free zone. Also, Ice-T, the rapper from New Jersey originally, he played a cop. For what? Over 30 years. Say I'm lying. Tennessee? Yeah, they be hiring these immigrant tethers. Just like how they caught that boy. You remember? You remember that boy? He had pressed up on the cop's baby mama and made our ex-girlfriend and made her her baby mama. And then they jumped him. They was tethers. A lot of tethers is doing foul stuff in these blue states or these blue cities. Understand, Khalid Browder.
What is a tether?
You know what a tether is.
I want you to define it.
No, he needs to know. A lot of
I
people
want
don't know
everybody
what that
to know what you're talking about when you say tether. Let the people know.
Tether is a foreign coon.
No. Be real with clear with the definition. Don't use.
A tether is a foreign coon with that mindset of misbehavior. They be cosplaying as one of us all day long, but they're not one of us.
Okay.
So you saying an African American that basically you don't agree with still is
let me let Ron explain real quickly what a tether is, and then I gotta get.
It was explained already, but go ahead, FBA Ron.
So you saying one of you are not coons? All of y'all are straight up pro.
Let me ask.
Foreign coons. You know what's a foreign coon?
No. Don't ask him anything else, please, because I want you to Ron. Unbiased. What is a tether?
I know, man.
What is a tether, Ron?
All right, so let me explain what a tether is. I know most people try to misrepresent this on purpose, but I'm the right guy on the live right now. It ain't gonna happen. So a tether is a foreign version of a coon. So for example, Larry Elder, Thomas Sowell, these are coons. If you don't know who they are, then level up. Okay, so a tether is a foreign.
What if somebody doesn't understand? No, actually let them know without saying coon. What is actually, if someone, how do we identify what foreign is? What do you, be more explicit.
Got it. That's what I'm trying to say. If you don't know who Larry Elder is or Thomas Sowell, it's like, then you're not even worthy of an explanation. You got to know who these two people are. So Thomas Sowell, like he gives the Charlie Kirks, he gives the Steven Crowders, all these white supremacists, all their talking points. That's Thomas Sowell. He's the economist. So if you don't know who he is, then like you really can't sit down with me at all. Okay, but these are what Malcolm X would call a coon, Dr. Khalid Muhammad would call it coon. Like they draft up fake stats, black on black crime, all these things to show black people in a negative. Like also the IQ thing, they also corroborate that and say it's true. Black folks are just genetically inferior to white people. Like, so we call that a coon, speaking against the black interest.
Bias, guess what? Malcolm X will also call most of all of y'all coons. If you're going against, if you're going against any Puerto Ricans, because Malcolm tried to unite everybody. If you're going,
we don't go against it, right? It's not that we do too, though. Hold on.
Africans, he will call all of y'all.
No, wait. But hold on. Okay, I got you. Like
in this, because Malcolm.
I can though, because I'm also gonna bring up Professor Small, somebody who you had interviewed, okay? And he got on those damn Africans. He called those dumb backwards, blind, fools,
That's not
parasites into. Okay. Wait. Hold on, bro.
So he ain't talking.
I got it. I got it. But it's just me though.
Unbiased, real quick. I want to ask a question, not to you. Hey, Kim, anybody?
Yeah, this is
Kim
me though.
Netter. I know, but I want to ask about the panel. Kim Netter, do you mind if I put you in the back and bring up I think Rakufu and then keep, like alternate you guys if you don't have anything
I don't
else?
mind, but I definitely want to come back up for the foundational Black Africans.
You got to bring
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cook that stupid shit.
All right, thank you, Kim Netter.
Nah, let me do that.
Because
Let me
he's
do that.
usually he's
Nobody will get past me.
I'm doing that.
What? Hey, listen.
With the whole
Bruh.
panel.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, but I'm known for doing that, bro. I got the most lit channel right now, right, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care about all that.
Is anybody there?
Yeah.
You do realize I could just put you in the back, and then I don't even have to scream in my house at 10 o'clock at night. Okay, thank you, Kim Netter. Thank you. I ask you because you're usually cool about it. So that's all I wanted to say. Damn. I'll bring you back. Go ahead. The mic is back to the panel. Go ahead.
All right. So now I was talking before, so I never interrupted.
FBA, hey, Unbiased, finish up, and then I'm gonna move on to.
Okay.
Black is asking questions.
Let Black Sage go.
I know.
Wait, but you interrupted me though. I wasn't even done. You interrupted. Okay, so Malcolm X would agree with me. Okay, a coon is somebody who goes against the interests of Black people. When I say Black people, I'm not talking about the Caribbean or Africa. These are not Black people. These are Caribbean and African. I'm talking about Black Americans in America. Okay, so when you come to our country and go against our civil rights activisms, Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Dr. King, you go against that, you're a coon if you're domestic. So we call you docs, DOCC. That's hold on, bro. I'm real quick. Docs. The docs is an acronym for coons. It's called a domestic off-code coon. Okay, so that's the tether version of FBA. So if you're FBA, if you're Adolf, the Senator Friedman, and you're going against our interests like Tommy Sowell or Larry Elder, you're called a doc, DOCC. Okay, then a tether is just the same thing, but you're just coming from another land. You immigrated over here, right? You left your country, immigrated, came over and immigrated. So now, if you're speaking against our interests, yes, you are a tether, but a tether and coon is basically the same thing. One person is from the lineage, another person from a foreign country. Real simple.
Thank you. Let me ask a question. Am I being this person in the chat says, notice how rude Nepal is to people without reason. Who have I really, if I have been, I'm
no, you have not been rude. Those are
why
just
is there a hater? Why are you
that's
hating?
all it is.
God, thank you, Sonnetter. Anyway, go ahead. I just want to say enjoy the show, but stop being a provocateur.
Right.
Okay,
Also, in New York City with Madani, y'all gonna need the police. Y'all gonna find out probably in the next 8 to 10 weeks. Y'all gonna need police.
Thank
Trust.
you. Okay, Mr. Hightower, thank you. Okay, now, Ashe, what I'm going to do is let Yara go, and you're going to be the very first person to get the mic once he does, to respond to him or whatever you want to do, because I know you had your hand up. All right, Yara, Black Sage, finally. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Don't forget to hit the like. This is a great show. Much love to Afu Nation. I see you. Go ahead, Yara. Thank you so much for your patience. And I see you, Suntan. I will be bringing you in as soon as possible. In fact, Mr. Hightower, I'm gonna have you change places with him, and then when we get into the,
just let Ashe go.
I'm gonna bring you back. I like to call you Reverend Green, so I'm gonna bring you back, Reverend Green. I want to bring Suntan in. Go ahead, Ashe. He said you can make your comment.
This ain't to cause no type of confusion or nothing, but once you get taken from the continent of Africa,
Peace misunderstood. Sorry. Go ahead.
Once you get taken from the continent of Africa by forced to live in another land, being oppressed on that land, forced servitude on that land, you are part of the black. You're black. You're part of the transatlantic slave trade as well. You're black. The people in Haiti, the people in the Caribbean, those are black people too. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that if you were speaking against them, I'm pretty sure that when Malcolm was referring to people as coons, if you was going against African people as a whole, I'm pretty sure he was calling you a coon. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just for African.
Thank you, brother.
That's what I did. I want to say that first. And then I do want to add this. This is real quick fire the police thing. When it comes down to the 1790 act that they passed when they literally made the what they call it, the marshals. When they made the marshals, they federally made the marshals go out and capture slaves that were quote unquote runaway slaves from their plantations. This is what the marshals had to do by law. So, like, far as our contingency and our us versus the police, it's always kind of been natural. It's always been when we see them, we run from them type of thing. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the history of it, you know. So let's not forget that. I just want to add that.
Like the video, thumb up the video.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we're moving on to Black Sage's presentation. Afu Nation or any mod, I think misunderstood. If this Saints person says one more thing, I gave them 2 chances. On the 3rd time, oh, never mind. I think Sonnetter, just time them out. Time them out. You don't have to block them. I don't have time for them. Okay, we're having a great conversation. Let me take Ashe off. All right, Yara.
Officer. Go ahead.
Black Sage, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, family. Yeah, I want to say this. No, and you said it before. I am not a fan of the police in this country, and I'm only specifically talking about this country. One of the things that I know is that whether you are Black, African American, however you want to classify yourself, foundational Black American, ABO, if you're a police officer, or if you're a white police officer, the problem is that the system trains you to treat everyone exactly the same, right? And so there are certain things that they train you to look for, which they consider to be dangerous to you, to be dangerous to themselves, as well as to the public. And if you act in those certain ways, it doesn't matter if you're a Black officer looking at a Black person who's on the street, walking down the street. If they quote unquote have probable cause to stop you or determine that some type of way you may be a part of some criminal activity, they're going to stop you and they're going to treat you the exact same way. Now, there's caveats and nuances to that, right? So when you talk about the police in this country, the brother Ashe said it, he started on it. When they started in the early 1700s about slave patrols or these marshals, right? You can still go online today and look at these slave patrol badges and permits, right? You'll still see them, right? That these were actual things. The reason why those things were really started, and Ashe touched on it, mostly because people don't really study Nat Turner and what Nat Turner did, right? Nat Turner was able to do what he did because he was able to congregate with other Blacks, right? Other slaves at the time, right? And so what they decided to do after Nat Turner and all of the other different revolts, they made it illegal really for Blacks to congregate, right? We call them loitering laws today. If you see so many Blacks standing on the street corner and so many people standing on the street corner, the police are going to automatically approach you and stop you. Stop and frisk develop out of that. But that came down from the slave patrols in the 1700s. But when you start getting to, I'll fast forward to the 1980s, there's a thing called the broken windows theory. If you're not familiar with the broken windows theory, study the broken windows theory, because that's how they police today. Whether you're Black, whether you're white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever kind of police officer you are, every police department follows the broken windows theory, right? And the broken windows theory basically talks about there was a former police officer who got together with a psychologist, and basically what he said was, I notice every time I go in a neighborhood where there's abandoned buildings or there's homes there or property that's distressed, graffiti over it, or the windows are broken out the buildings, I usually find that those are high crime areas. And so they did an experiment where they took a car and they left the car unlocked. They left it in the neighborhood, right? Where they saw all these broken windows in the neighborhood. The lawn wasn't cut. People were standing on the street corners. They left the car there and they watched it. And as they watched this car in that neighborhood, they come back one day, it's sitting on bricks. They come back the next day, the seats are gone. They come back the next day, all of the radio is torn out. They come back the next day, nothing's left. And guess what? The most alarming thing about it was they did not get one call from anyone in the neighborhood saying there's this abandoned car out here and somebody's just breaking into it. They didn't get one phone call. The other side of that experiment is the exact same car, put it in a more affluent neighborhood, but still a black neighborhood. But they put it in a more affluent black neighborhood where the windows weren't busted out, the lawns were manicured, you didn't see people hanging out on the corner. The car set, they left the car there and they watched it. Within 6 hours, they got a phone call. Somebody in that neighborhood say, listen, there's a car been sitting here. We don't know who car this is. Right? So out of that, this police officer got with the psychologist and they developed a broken windows theory. And so this is what they started to do when you start seeing them approaching loitering ring laws. And what do you call it?
Hey, Yara, I want to just ask you, what is the point of this, my brother?
The point of this is that racism and white supremacy is what fuels the broken windows theory.
Say it again, because you blinked off for a minute.
Racism and white supremacy is what fuels the broken windows theory, which is what policing today stems from. Racism and white supremacy. And the reason is, although we see these different things happen in different dynamics, we understand that in different communities where you see these broken windows out, it's not because necessarily people wanted to live like that. It's because they lived in a state of poverty. They couldn't fix the windows, right? They couldn't keep their lawns as immaculate as the others. It not necessarily meant that it was a neighborhood full of bad people. And some of those people they found that was still taking parts of that car was taking those parts from that car and going to feed their families. So all of that makes a difference in how you get it. But that's not how the police used it. They used it to promote and bolster up stop and frisk.
Great point.
Right, stop and frisk thing. Now, and what I was sharing on my screen is this is a book that I wrote. I wrote this book called The Resistance of Black America: The Broken Windows Theory. And the reason why I had to write this book when I was in law school is because I talked about this, showing people that simply because we have a legal system in place where it says to serve and protect the people, they're not there to serve and protect the people. They're there to serve and protect the interests of that local government, right? So you say, well, if there's a crime, shouldn't I be able to call the police, right? Yes, if there's a crime, they want you to be able to call the police. But the reason why you call the police, right, is so that they can be able to keep you in a state where you have to rely on them to govern you in a micro way. You understand what I'm saying? Because what they believe is that Black people have lesser abilities or don't have the brain ability to really govern and police themselves, right? As opposed into other quote unquote white communities that you have lesser crime. They believe in their minds that white people can police themselves better than Black folks, right? But you have all these arguments about whether there's a such thing as Black on Black crime and different things like that. There's no such thing as black on black crime, right? We know crime is based on opportunity and proximity, right? So, and that happens, in every neighborhood, right? So it's not that much. The statistics is not that much different from white on white crime to black on black crime. Not that much different.
Can I speak up, Nepal?
I'm gonna let. Hold on. I want to
when
finish.
when you have these issues,
Who asking that?
That
was me, Rakufu.
Police.
Yeah,
the police are not always there for your favor. And let me tell you something else, and then I'll let. So in Chicago, if y'all remember years ago, Kanye West came and he was leading this whole march and campaign about defund the police, right? So when that occurred, you know what the major police department there, who was headed by a black officer at the time, you know what they did? They said, okay, the ranking officers on the street said, okay, y'all want to protest against us? We're gonna stop aggressively policing these communities. And they knew that if they did that in these poor communities, that they would actually see higher crime rates go up. Why? Because these are more impoverished neighborhoods. They didn't worry about that necessarily in the white neighborhoods. So they stopped policing this. And y'all can see the effects of that in Chicago today. They're still on that track, right? With this whole defund the police thing that you had a lot of people supporting, but it's kind of backfired on them, because what happened is that policing became this thing where it had less to do again with the people, but it also had more so to do with government, right? So they don't really care. They don't really care about the individual person. They don't care about you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're there to protect the interests of their city, their local government, and their state, right? So as a people, we have to learn how to do better for ourselves. That's the best thing we'll do for ourselves when it comes to policing overall. Are there criminals out there? Absolutely, there are criminals out there. But most of these people that are criminals is because of poverty. They're living in a state of poverty. People break in stores, they break in houses to steal. They're stealing to really defeat their family, or they have a drug habit, right? So just like drug habits, we say, they got going on. Instead of putting those people in prison, they giving those people services and locking us up for drug and locking black folks up for lesser drug use. I'll end there.
Thank you so much, Yara. I'm gonna let Rakufu respond to that, and I see you, Ashe. I'm gonna let Rakufu respond to that first, and then we're gonna get into the FBA thing. I have so much to say about what you said, Yara, but I'm holding it in. Go ahead. I like some of what you said, but the thing about the poverty, I'm just like, okay. But Rakufu, go ahead, and then we'll get to Ashe.
Kind of the Black Sage and Ashe's point, just taking it back a little further back. So when they said, I think the 1865 Act, I'm going back further than that. The overseer on the slave plantation is the officer on the law of the law today. It says, I hear what you're saying, and there's a real historical through line people point to when they make that comparison. It's not just rhetorical. There are documented continuities. Here's the clean way to frame it without oversimplifying. The plantation overseer wasn't just a worker manager. He was an enforcement arm of the state. He policed movements, passes, patrols, and curfews. He used violence with legal protection. He protected property over people. He answered upward to power, not downward to the community, like Yara and them are saying. So this is just before this. It said after slavery formally ended, those functions didn't disappear. They were rebranded. The historical bridge, slave patrols, 1700 to 1865. Armed white civilians legally empowered to stop, search, detain, and punish black people. Black codes and conflict leasing post 1865. Minor crimes, vacancy, loitering, arrest, forced labor, law enforcement became the pipeline, and so forth and so forth. But go ahead.
Thank
and
you.
I forgot to mention the prison industrial system. Y'all got to realize they need bodies in those prisons. Those prisons make millions of dollars for those states. So they need people in those prisons.
And so KRS-One actually said overseer officer.
Having police.
Let me say this before I'm out. I just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
KRS-One, the famous rapper, the Knowledge Brother, said The words, he said it so fast. Officer, overseer, officer, from overseer to officer, overseer, officer. It just went to that way. Go ahead.
Perfect. I love it. We do need overseers.
Yeah,
So why don't black men and black women become overseers instead of complaining about the white police? We need that. We need overseers because I was gonna hold it in, but listen, why are we okay in our community saying I ain't no snitch? Come on, y'all. And I'm not saying this to Yara and Rakufu, but I'm throwing that out there. Ashe, go ahead and add what you want to add.
No, now, yeah, I looked up the whole broken window theory with the car, and it wasn't. You didn't break that down the way that it is, Yara. Now, what was stated was that it was 2 studies, one that happened in the Bronx, one that happened in California. It was nothing about race. And what the man did, Zimbardo, he placed the car in both places. One was vandalized naturally that happened in the Bronx. You was right about that. But what what you didn't do was you made it seem like when they came down to the affluent population, like they called and it was all. That's not what happened. What actually happened was Zimbardo noticed that at first it wasn't touched, but he went and he broke one of the windows himself. And after he broke the window, after that, just as quick as it happened in the hood, right there in that affluent community, they vandalized the car right after he broke. So what it did was, far as crime, they noticed that all it takes is somebody to pop it off, and you go get the same reaction. That it wasn't about black and white. It wasn't about one place is better than the other. No, it wasn't. No, what they actually showed in the broken window theory showed that these people react the same. That's what it showed.
Well, you're incorrect about that. And what source are you using? Because I can prove to you that it wasn't. It was about
Zimbardo's study itself. Zimbardo's theory itself.
No, see, why see it's about black and white. See, you're talking about the psychologist. Right?
Absolutely.
Psychologists made that's not the physical, that's not the actual study that fueled it, right? The problem that you're having is and understanding is that that's exactly what happened when I told you the car was placed there and you said it. No one touched it until he went and did it in that affluent community. That's exactly what I said. What I'm telling you is that they use this study to create how policing is done today.
Yara, may I say this? And correct me if I'm wrong. You said that the car went unscathed in the affluent community. And you said that they began to call actually about the mysterious car that was in the neighborhood. You never mentioned that. You never mentioned that the car got vandalized in the affluent neighborhood, brother.
Well, actually, there's no. Actually, when they say the car got vandalized in the neighborhood, the call came in that there was a vandalized car in the neighborhood. You're reading that incorrectly, and I know that for a fact because I actually talked to Bardo myself on the phone, so I know exactly what happened. When they broke the window in the car, they got a call about the car was vandalized. So I know exactly what happened with the study.
So okay, I'm not saying you don't know what happened. I'm not trying to go back.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Brother.
I'm just saying.
My reason for even bringing it up was that because that point wasn't built upon, and you didn't go into that part. That's all.
I didn't have to go into that part because no one outside of the people that did the study, no one broke into the car. You have to understand that was part of the study when they broke the window in the car in the neighborhood because they wanted to see if someone would do it, but they didn't. They got a phone call that the car was left in their neighborhood. And they don't know who the car was. So it was.
You're saying that the broken. I want to clarify the affluent neighborhood. They had the broken window as well.
The guy that actually
he didn't say that the first time. The part that's what I was saying. That's why you don't know
at
that.
all. There was like 3 people talking. I heard, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying somebody one mic. So answer that, somebody, please.
Yeah, the car that was left in the affluent neighborhood, no criminal touched the car. It was actually those who were committing the study went and broke the window to see if anyone would still do it. But once they did that, someone called and said, listen, this car has been sitting here. We don't know whose car this is. And someone just came and broke the window. But it was the guy that actually did the study that broke the window. No criminal did that in the affluent neighborhood.
What's amazing about that, Yara, is in my neighborhood, 6 hours, that car wouldn't have been there. They would have took the whole car and gone with it.
Brother, you better move then.
Nah, I'm talking about where I grew up, man. I'm talking about in D.C. I'm in Tennessee.
Okay.
Okay, Yara. I got you right here. Just real quick, Nepal, because I have
No,
him
go
right
ahead. And
here.
then I want Suntan to say something, and then we're going to get into the FBA conversation about Africa.
So
Go
here
ahead.
you are, right here, giving a breakdown. I want you to notice that you never mentioned that you never mentioned anything about the broken glass, and you never said that. Here you
I
go.
didn't have to. I don't care, bro.
In 6 hours, they got a phone call. So why are you the fact that I brought it up? Why did you even rebut it then, brother?
Argue with me?
Yeah,
no, I'm
that
not
doesn't
trying to make
matter,
an
bro.
argument. I'm not trying to make an argument.
I can't even hear either one of y'all.
You can't. Like, listen, this is the problem that you're having, brother.
Okay.
The reason that I brought up was because the way that you painted the narrative when you first gave it was as if in the affluent neighborhood, the car was just unscathed. They was calling to get the car out of the neighborhood because they didn't know, like it was so mysterious. And when I actually looked it up, like you advised us to do, that's not what the study showed. The study showed that once he went ahead and he vandalized it in that stop, don't cut me off. It showed that once he vandalized the car in the affluent neighborhood, the people in the affluent neighborhood came out and got to tearing that mug up too. You didn't say that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hold on.
It's a good point, but the bottom line is, it's not that important. Second of all, y'all was the one that wrote the book talking about it. And regardless whether he mentioned it or didn't mention it or failed to mention it,
right?
It doesn't really matter.
Right.
Rakufu. I want y'all to look up right now. Y'all look up right now. Broken glass car theory experiment.
Okay, but
look it up. Just look it up for yourself.
Hold on 1 second. We got to move on, but I do want to clarify this. The reason it's called broken window, from what he said, the experiment is to see how people react to broken windows in the affluent neighborhood compared to how people do in the impoverished. And then in the impoverished neighborhood, they just start stealing from it. And in the affluent neighborhood, they're like, "Oh my goodness, let me find out why this window's broken. Hi, officer, there's a car out here, and it looks like somebody's window's broken." So now, moving right along. I hear you, Ashe. We have to. You wanted him to present it thoroughly, so that's where
but Nepal. But what you explained was not what had happened. They didn't go out there and say, "Oh, look, why is it break?" They went out there and said, "Let me break it." They broke it more. They start tearing it up more in Nepal. Is what I'm saying.
Wait. I need to hear Ashe again, y'all. When he talks,
they don't want me to say it for some reason.
Every time he starts talking,
because he keeps saying the same thing over and over. And all you gotta do is read it.
But she didn't hear me. She obviously didn't hear me, so she's talking directly to me.
It's not important. Let's move.
It's not important to you.
It's
obviously important to her. So let me respond to Paul. It's not being weird, bro.
You're the one reading that into the story. He
wants to match which with.
Let the brother respond, man. Let him respond real quick.
Let's let him respond. Hey, everybody, I promise we're gonna all get the mic at one time. Listen, what was the reason? Why do you have a bone to pick with it? And then I'm gonna let Yara come in and Apostle, and then we're moving on to the main subject about Africa. Are we Africans? Go ahead, Ashe.
Okay, I want to say this directly to you, Paul. The reason I even brought it up was because when the way that he presented it was the way that you just said it. Like once the window was broken, they went out and they called the police and like, oh my God, what's going? No, what the actual study showed, and if you look it up, this is what you're going to find out, is that they didn't do that. They went out and they began vandalizing the car as well in the affluent neighborhood. He left that part out. That's it.
Thank you, Ashay. Yara, did they go in and start doing more damage and vandalism to the car in the affluent neighborhood?
No, they did not. I'm going to explain it to him again. Maybe he'll get it and understand what he's reading, right? So when they left the car in the affluent neighborhood, what they did was they saw no one touch the vehicle. The creator of the study himself, don't move, I say, because I want you to agree with me. The creator of the study himself went and broke the window in the car in the affluent neighborhood to see if anyone would react. Hours with him doing that, they got a phone call to the local police department saying, hey, look, there's a car that's been vandalized on our street. Can you send someone out? The vandalism didn't occur by random people coming to vandalize the criminals. It was done by the creators of the study themselves, because no one in that affluent neighborhood touched the car. That's what I'm trying to get him to understand. He's not
So that's interesting, because I saying the people from the affluent neighborhood did vandalize the car after the window was broken.
Yes. After Zimbardo, Yara's right. It went unscathed at first. But after Zimbardo broke the glass, the affluent neighborhood began to damage the car.
Right.
They began to
vandalize. Is that right or wrong, brother?
Guess what,
y'all?
y'all?
Is that right or wrong?
Now.
We're
gonna move on now, y'all.
Man, look it up yourself. Please look it up yourself.
I talked to Zimbardo myself and
Like the video, thumb up the video.
Okay, hey, hi everyone. Thank you so much. That is a conversation that we can build on. I might do a show on this tomorrow. We'll talk more. That's what we do on these panels. And I want to say thank you to those who are just new joining. We have Reverend Green. He calls himself Man in High Castle. He's very green in this group, but I like some of the stuff that he brings in, even though I don't always agree with it. I know you're here, Suntan. We have Reese, who joined us recently. He brought out some fire information. Everybody's great. Please hit the like button. And we lost Sekou. Oh God, we lost Sekou. I needed him in here, but it's okay. Maybe he's still listening. Sekou, if you're listening, come back. All right. So
let me kick it off.
Suntan, no, Rakufu, you know I love you, but you gotta hold on, brother. When you kick it off too strong. Too strong in here now. Gotta walk it down slowly. Now, but I will get to you. Suntan, I'm gonna let you reply to. Go ahead, Rakufu. Rakufu, let me ask you. I want you to reply to Rakufu. Rakufu, are we Africans? Are we, as Americans in the United States, the people who were on the panel, the people who we are, so-called Black Americans or whatever we call ourselves, are we Africans?
I would say 100% accurate in this regard. We are, for the most part, over 65 to 85% West and West Central African ancestry of that ancestry. The other 40 to 35% or 15% that is other people we have in our culture that are very eminent. What I mean eminent, they shine like Malcolm shined in the nation. They shine out as these little cults inside of our culture, but they are not us as a whole. As a constructive whole, we have never had a problem in knowing who we still don't have a problem in knowing who we are. And we got a lot of people that want to be what they call, like they used to do in New York when they used to pull up and say, $5.99.99, I got the cure for everything type of people. They're not our leaders. They don't have any, they're not even lobbying in the American, courts to prove that they're these Indian, and they don't even lobby. They have no bills out, nothing, nobody follow them. They're nutcases. I rest my case.
Thank you. Suntan, respond to that. And somebody in the chat says, I'm FBA of African descent. All right, hold that thought. What about you, Suntan? Are we African?
I would say we are American Africans because of the lineage and how far, the way, just the narrative, how we got here, and no one can prove that difference. So, we put all sorts of labels on ourselves, but if you was born an American, you're American African. That's just the bottom line. So I wouldn't hold no contention to nobody who's saying they not, because you can be whatever you identify as is your own business. And I just want to say this before I fall back. Is that brother right there below me, Nepal? Kim Nutter. Kim Nutter.
Yo,
you there?
Yep.
I just got to say this in front of everybody. I'm on YouTube. Was that you with that police was messing with that I saw today? Would you?
I don't know. You got to tell me what the video. I got a gang of videos messing with the police. You got to kind of.
Okay, well that was you then. I know. That's all. I just can't. He was trying to tell you something. And I was, damn, that looked like letter. And it was. I even saved it. I just want to do this. I ain't gonna hold up the panel with that. But I got you saying this right here. You was how the system works more to discourage complaints than to resolve them. A citizen had. That's what and then you talking to a white police officer, and because you had to go into the station and make the complaint.
Yeah, a lot of times they deter people from making complaints. They'll try to act like, oh, we don't have the actual complaint papers in here. Oh, you got to come in and wait until a sergeant come out and talk to you about it so you can write it down with him. They try to kind of intimidate you out of actually filing a complaint. But what I do is I go in there and I document the process. Basically, I get the actual paperwork. And instead of me filing it, I make them file it, because I know that if you have a disability or something like that, they have to actually fill it out for you. And they got to actually put what you saying versus what they want to actually say happened. Because you'll give them your story and they'll say, oh, I got the microphone on and, it's recording. So we'll go back and fill it out later. And then they'll write it in their own narrative. So I'll make them actually write it out, and then I'll get their emails, because they got to give you their emails, because all of their emails and tax paid for and all that. So they have to give you one of their emails, and then I'll just send a written copy of my own complaint directly to their email. Then they actually got to take action. Like anytime you send an email, they have to actually open it. They got a timestamp thing and all that. So if they ignore it, they'll get in trouble, and if they open it and ignore it, they'll get in trouble. So I usually just send in the emails, but I go in person too, just to show people that you can do them in person, no matter what the officers are telling you. You can actually do them in person, and they have to take them. So, and
that's great.
Take them. All right, now let me finish with this, Paul. Let me finish with this, and I'm out of here.
Go ahead, please.
And here in Michigan, and I'm sure it's everywhere else, we got something called the Michigan State Police, right? And I'm telling y'all this with no exaggeration. It's all white. It's like you will see a black one every now and then. So it's like a gang, man. And I'm telling you, it's really bad up here in Michigan, if y'all didn't know that. So my point is, when I was saying that those people, ICE, didn't have to shoot that lady, I'm just saying once you get your police credentials and all of that, then you become a whole new force, because you have a new force of power, and they use it that way. I don't care what color that lady was. They was going to shoot her regardless of what color she was. And Sonetta the only one seemed to agree with me. So on that right there.
Okay, well, let me say this, and I want to bring it back to that.
Huh?
No, let me bring it back to this.
Okay.
Hey, good. I'm glad you all have each other's backs. You would rather see the police officer get run down and everybody just. I don't know why you're talking over me. I don't understand it. My friend, I'll hand the mic back. Not you, but people that have that type of rhetoric, saying, "Oh, why did he shoot?" She always gonna run over the police officer. See how I'm done.
I don't think
she got out the way.
The pot. I don't want Satan to run now. I don't want him to flee now. That we're on the top of FBA. Yeah,
Why when he's talking, Suntan, you're talking? I'm sorry, you guys. I know I talk over people sometime when I'm like going back and forth, like debating. But if somebody gets the mic and say, "Okay, my turn," so don't talk over people when they get the mic. No.
Well, let me finish, and you'll know, my guy.
You can
My name is
respond to
FBA
him,
Ron.
Suntan. He said your name. Go ahead
Right.
and
My name,
talk, please.
right. My name is
Ron.
FBA Ron. I'm unbiased Ron on the net. I'm well known in all these spaces. You dig? You've been running your mouth about FBAs, and you the guy I pulled up on. All right. So I don't want you to conveniently hop off now. The topic is on FBA. You stay here.
And it is okay. Now
Okay,
you
hold
okay?
on.
Now,
Hold
now it's
on.
my
I'm
turn
gonna
to
have to do
respond.
this right here.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
I'm just gonna say this, Nepal, and I'm done.
No,
with it.
I'm gonna let you talk for there's 60 seconds, both of you back and forth. We're gonna get back to this conversation about slavery. Go ahead.
Okay, now, Mr. FBA, how long have you been FBA? I done started with Tariq Nasheed in 2019. I was there for when we was going against Yvette and all of them, dude. So you don't know what you're talking about. You sitting here talking slick, talking about running and all of this and that, blah, blah, and the third. Dude, I've been there from the beginning. I just sit back. I don't talk because you don't have whatever lineage you have to get reparations. You go down there without no lawyer and you go to court and try to get some, and let's see how far you get. Sit back and study before you go flapping your gums, dude. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because you've been
All right, so stick around then.
Okay,
I got
your
it.
turn.
So-
Don't interrupt him. Go
Okay,
ahead,
all right.
Ron.
Okay. So now I love when these so-called elders say study and stick, do that dumb shit. Stick around. Don't say study and then haul off the panel. Stay here and we're gonna see who needs studying and who don't. Stay here on the real topic, FBA. Stay here.
Dude,
Okay, he's gonna stay here then. All right, got it. Yeah, you got yourself a solid seat, Elder Suntan, and that was great. Nobody talked over anybody. Listen, I'm guilty of talking over people too, y'all. I'm not innocent, but when you're moderating, it's a different vibe. I have so much respect now for Sonetter when he says, "Please, Nepal, be quiet." I get it. Shout out to Sonetter. He's the GOAT when it comes to moderating. Now back to this show. Who did we not talk to about slavery? Reverend Green, are you an African?
Good night to the family. I'm gone. Peace.
All right,
That's a
Rakufu,
great
thank you so
question.
much. Thank you, Rakufu. We
That's a
always
good-
welcome. Go ahead.
Rakufu.
And we beat
I'm
them
gonna get
Bulls
you-
tonight, Suntan.
Hey, no, Rakufa, you got to do your syphilis thing, man.
Come on, y'all. There's one mic. The brother's talking. The gentleman is talking. Let him talk.
Damn, let me drop a bomb for Apostle.
So I got
Talking about the coin. Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody. Come back, Rakufu, and do your presentation on syphilis. All right. Go ahead, Reverend Green.
It's sickle cell, not syphilis. I'm out. Bye.
Could you repeat the question one more time, sis?
Oh, sure, but why did you make me do that? Did you set me up, Kim Nutter?
What?
No. I
what are you talking about,
misspoke
man?
real quick. I was trying to catch him before he leave, and I said the wrong one. It was sickle cell.
Shit. All right, y'all. Okay. Go ahead, Reverend Green.
Could you repeat the question one more time?
Are you African? Because you have two. We have two people. We have an FBA, a brother who's FBA, Ron Unbiased. Go watch his channel. Y'all subscribe. He's on it about if you're interested in FBA. But he says that we are. I think I'm gonna get to you. Unbiased. Are you of African descent? Are you an African, Reverend Green?
That's a great question, Nepal. Absolutely non-cipher. No. Emphatically non-cipher. No. I'm a FBA of strong foundational Black American lineage, full-blood American.
Okay, so let me get to Ron. Did you hear
Who's
him?
the strongest? Who's the most powerful one on this panel that's non-FBA?
That remains to be seen. Yara dropped
Say
off.
cool, but he hauled ass. Say
How
cool,
about
but he hauled ass.
Cassandra?
Well, he was
'cause
busy
he knew what was
too.
coming.
Well,
Okay,
no.
conveniently.
In his defense, he's probably working. But I will say we all are pretty strong on it. But I need to listen more about it. I want to
Can
before
I
I
ask a
let you go.
question?
Wait,
Yeah, and then
before you do that,
actually,
before you do that,
unbiased. Unbiased.
Yeah, before you do that,
I
let me
do need to
correct you.
get to
It's
this
not
brother Reese. He's usually not long, so
okay. So
We don't need you to correct everything.
this is going to be 5 seconds. Apostle, sit your. The elders got to sit down.
hold
Okay.
on. I got this.
It's
Unbiased.
just
Real quick. Hey, family, real
you
quick.
don't have license just to
This is going to be 5 seconds. The pod. 5 seconds.
I did ask. Oh my gosh, I did ask Apostle. I did ask Unbiased to come in specifically so he could address everybody on the panel. So
All right. So all I gotta say, brother, is not non-cipher. Is now cipher. That's part of the supreme alphabet. When you built the N is
Did
now.
you hear what I
not
said
non.
first?
Okay.
He says
Did you
now.
hear what I said first, sir?
Okay. Then I apologize. You said now.
Yeah, I don't think you heard it. I don't think you heard it. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I
I
apologize.
heard you
Now,
say
now,
non-cipher.
hey, bro, you're
You
FBA.
said
I'm FBA.
non-cipher.
Yeah. I don't think you heard it correctly.
Okay, cool. I apologize,
Hold
my
on.
guy.
I'm
That's
confused,
good though.
y'all.
Yeah,
That's
FBA.
good.
We're FBA. All right.
Okay, wait a
That's
minute.
good.
Hold
I'm
on.
on mute.
Hold on.
Keep your channel though.
Hold on.
Keep your channel though.
What? Why?
Keep your channel, bro.
No, but why? I'm just wondering.
I think
Are we talking about 5%ers now? I'm confused.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know how come he
We're good.
he should keep his channel though. Keep your channel though.
You already said that. Okay, please
Yeah,
give me.
my
Let me
channel's
let
most
the
lit
brother
right now,
Reese
bro.
come in.
We're good.
Hey, I'm
We're
gonna
good. Keep your
come back to you.
Oh, I know. We lit over here. FBA news and updates. We lit.
What does that
Okay,
mean
we're lit.
anyway? Reese,
Yeah,
can
no,
you come
we're
in
good.
and
We're
tell
good.
us?
We're lit.
Yes, all right. Okay, Reese. Hey, hi. I'm gonna ask you. Do you identify as a black man, or do you identify as a man of African descent, of slave progeny? You don't? Talk to us about why.
I'm mixed a lot of different ways, right? So I don't identify as anything really. I don't think I really have to. I'm just alive, right? However, I did notice that I was checking out some hieroglyphics, and literally every last one of those kings looked exactly the fuck like me. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah, no profanity. I know you heard us dropping some F-bombs. No, you're good. Keep going.
But I
Just
noticed
letting
there
you
was
know.
something there. But I don't think the words black and white should ever be used. I think they should be taken away from language, because, like it or not, there are billions of people in the world that aren't black, aren't white, and are tired of all of this black and white BS been going on for too long. It's inconsiderate and it's selfish, because there's a whole entire world that doesn't want to hear this shit anymore. And by the way, mathematically and scientifically, this is gonna sound real messed up, but the only way to rid the world of racism is for every black human being and white human being to disappear suddenly. That sounds real messed up, but mathematically it's true. The whole world is tired of this. I refuse to identify as anything. I'm alive, and I don't believe history. I think every history book ever written is all BS. I think it's all lies, and it's all propaganda to stir each group in one direction or another and give them their culture to make them hate each other while someone sits on high and cashes in on it. And if nobody can figure that out, well, too bad. Keep hating each other and keep debating.
Now, can I ask that question,
I
Nepal?
would like to answer that question as well.
I would just like
to bounce for a second.
Share my opinion.
Well, go ahead, Apostle. You running it while she gone.
Oh, she's gone?
She bounced for a hot
I mean, she not saying nothing right now, so I would only.
Yeah, but land your plane though, dude. Don't find no UFO. Land your plane, Apostle.
Man, FBA, who you think you is?
No, he about to get muted.
I want to know what up with y'all Pan African
I'm gonna cook your little tether ass content. I'm gonna cook you.
She left.
Hey, man, don't start cursing and all that just because she stepped off, man. Still keep it clean.
Yeah. I called on Ashe.
Press a 1 in the chat if you FBA and proud.
You down here. Now, you down here, the council. Quiet, please. Ashe, go ahead.
All head. Don't stutter.
Bro, he running the panel, bro. You gotta respect that, bro.
Okay, to answer the question that Nepal asked, am I African? Yeah, I'm African. I'm
I'm back,
absolutely
y'all.
African.
You back?
You
Go
know,
ahead.
and I say this, and I'm not going to give a disclaimer actually with this. I'm African, like the brother Ikufu said, you know what I mean, by way of not only genetics, but even if we're talking about far as our genesis and where we actually come from, I'm not original to this land. My ancestors, my ancestors were brought to this land, not because they wanted to, come over here. No, by force. So yes, I'm an African, and I'm just as African as an Israelite, claiming his Israelitehood. Apostle, right? Because y'all claim that y'all are Israelites not from anything that's that's new. Y'all claim that y'all are Israelites based off y'all antiquatal lineage, correct? So if I go off my antiquatal lineage, it's going to take me to Africa. So absolutely, I'm African.
Thank you so much, Shay. Humble, thanks for being here. I dropped off for a second. Humble, what would you like to add? Are you African? Do you identify as, because I remember you said something about indigenous and African. That was great on the build
Yes.
yesterday. Talk to us about where you're coming from.
Genetically, right? And just historically with my ancestors, I believe I'm mixed with both, right? If a person was to ask me, am I African? I'm absolutely African, right? If a person asks me, hey, am I indigenous to this land? I'm absolutely indigenous to this land, right? We don't have to, I feel as though we don't have to make a distinction between the two, because when we look in history, we clearly see where these two groups of people meet. So by us trying to make a distinction, I'm not saying everybody is like this. This is just for me. So for me trying to distinguish these two groups of people when I can clearly see they met here on this land during a certain period of time, I can proudly claim both African and indigenous to this land.
That's facts.
Okay, thank you. Now, I want to ask.
I didn't get to answer that real quick. Just Kim, I didn't get to answer that question.
Oh, Kim, I'm sorry, Kim Letter. Yeah, please.
But I definitely identify as African American. I definitely understand that our people was forcibly migrated to these goddamn lands over here. Also, I'm not against African Americans saying we share some lineage with the indigenous people, because we were also enslaved by those people. We were adopted by those people. We married into those people tribes and had kids with those people. So we do share some lineage with the indigenous people, but to claim we were always here is wild.
Okay, let me talk to Suntan and Unbiased. And I think Suntan, did you talk of, you said you're African, right? I think I got everybody.
Yeah, American African, because all I know is I was born here, and I know the narrative of the slave trade, right? So I even look African, so there
I didn't
it
get
is.
Apostle.
I have
Did
no
I get
bias.
you, Apostle? I'm gonna get you.
No,
Thank
you
you.
didn't.
Yep, I had
Thank
no
you.
bias, Paul.
Thank you, Elder Suntan. Apostle, talk to us. How do you relate? Do you identify as African, from African ancestry?
No, I'm not of African ancestry. I had ancestries that lived in the land of Africa, that migrated to the land of Africa, but I'm not African. So I'm not mixed either. What I consider mixed is when you have one parent of one race and another parent of another race. That individual is mixed. So that's not me. My mother's a Negro. My father's a Negro. My father can trace through his loin back through his father, through his father, through his father, to Portugal of the Sephardic Jews, Hebrews. My mother can trace hers on her father's side. 3 generations were pure African or from the continent of Africa. 3 generations migrated. The first 3. My grandfather is the one that married into a Creek Nation woman. My mother's mother was full-blooded Cherokee. So I have American ties there with her. Everything that I'm saying has been researched and documented. My family in this country goes back to 1765, 1767, excuse me. It goes back to under Spanish rule in Florida, owned by the governor, James Grant of Florida. And Richard Oswald, you know about Richard Oswald, the movie African to Negro, about that lady that got her freedom. She came as a child, grew up, became an adult, and went back to Africa. Well, she talked about Bunce Island. Bunce Island is a slave plantation off the Sierra Leone River, where they held slaves before shipping them to the U.S. That movie talked about that, and that owner, Richard Oswald, who also owned my mother's father's family at one time. So,
okay.
If anything, I'm an American. I don't claim it, but I do claim part of the traditional people that are of this land.
Oh, okay.
So my family left what they call the Nile Valley, the Middle East, came into Africa and sojourned in Africa, but they were not traditionally from Africa.
Thank you so much, Apostle Zaquan. Thank you, Apostle Zaquan. Everyone answered that question, so I want to take it now to unbiased, and then the mic is just, I'm gonna throw the mic out there. Y'all can just jump in, believe it or not. Try not to talk over each other when I say this, but unbiased. What about the people that are saying they're not African, like Apostle, and I think Humble didn't say he's not. He said he's a mixture. Who's FBA? Because I want to take it to the FBA. Who's FBA and who is
I'm
not?
FBA. I'm a full-blood American. I'm proud. I'm straight.
Yeah. I was
Straight
saying
black
to
man.
unbiased, according to, and you can jump in too, but according to FBA, for both of you actually, because you're both representing FBA, right? But unbiased, is Apostle foundationally black?
Nepal, really quick, can we do like a timer? Because this topic gonna get heated.
Okay.
Well, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah, I just don't. I kind of. It's like a.
You gotta check your emotions.
That's a good point. Let me say this. It's a thin line to, it's, you got to balance it. You don't want everybody just sitting back and falling asleep while one person is going, but you also, so you want to all be able to jump in, but you also don't want people over talking because then nobody can hear anybody. So if somebody starts going too long, I will stop you. If you start going like over 2 minutes, I'm just going to kind of come in with like the, okay, thank you. Yes. And kind of guide you to park your car. So thank you.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be the Gestapo, but you're right. We do need to be considerate. Now, back to the FBA.
Nepal, I just want to say, be considerate of me. I talk slower. I'm not like these young folk that talk fast.
I wasn't just talking about you. I'm not just talking about you. I'm talking about everybody. Elder Suntan, me. It's not just you, Apostle. Definitely not just you. Okay, don't anybody feel triggered. Because I get triggered too, y'all. I get triggered. So, okay, back to this. Just everybody. Starting with the Foundation Black American representatives on bias. Are you there? Are Apostle and Humble and people who say, I don't identify as African of the slave trade. What I'm trying to say is, even the brother on here who's saying he's actually the brother who's saying he's not from the slave trade, but he's FBA. Can you talk to us about this? Because we want the smoke to start rising. Unbiased. I think he's having some tech difficulties.
Right.
No, I'm good. Hold on. Relax. No. Relax. Okay, so I never gave my answer whether I'm African or not. No, I'm not African, but I do have African ancestry. All right. So I agree with my elder Professor Smalls. Like, Africa is a continent, And within that continent, you have countries and people are named after their countries. Okay. So Africa represents 54 countries. When I do my 23andMe, it specifically targets West Africa, not all of Africa. So I don't represent all of Africa. I'm not African. Now, when it comes to FBA, it's real simple. If you have not experienced, nobody in your lineage have experienced U.S. chattel slavery. That means you could come over on a slave ship, right? And if your ass went over, excuse me, if you went over to the West Indies and you skipped chattel slavery, which started like 1704, around that time, you're not FBA, all right? And if you was already here and you had skipped chattel slavery, you're not FBA. It's a simple definition of who's FBA, who's not. If you skip chattel slavery, you're not FBA. That's it.
Okay, there you go. Now I see the kindling some wood in here. We're gonna start this fire because Humble, you raised your hand, and then I'm gonna take it over to Ashe. But basically, the smoke is for Mr. Green, Reverend Green. Humble, what did you want to add? And then we get to Ashe. Don't forget that Elder Suntan has smoke for Unbiased. What happened to Humble? Damn, he fell off. Okay, Ashe, go ahead.
Now, just with the statement that you just made, Unbiased, that was a biased statement. Now, because literally you said when you do your DNA test, you was like, it says West African, not the entirety of Africa. Fine. But then you turn around and it's foundationally Black American, but then you have Central America, South America, North America. So what American are you, right? You get what I'm saying? You see how it's like.
Let me respond. Right, let me respond. Okay, so brother, you're gonna learn who I am today. When we say American, that's a demonym. Look that up. A demonym. So a demonym is a shortcut of the long name, which is United States of America. When you say you're American, like for example, every country has a demonym. That's a short version of the entire name of the country. So for example, when we say Nigeria, that's a demonym. It's called the Republic of some long old term. Wait, dude, I'm responding. Hold on. Right. Okay, dude, you cut in. You're not my level, my guy. Stop. You have no idea what a demonym is.
Please understand that you cut in.
I was talking just now.
Your role. You cut in.
Wait, I'm responding to you.
No, it was not your turn. I allowed you to slide in real quick because it's free panel action.
So let me finish sliding in.
But you got to understand that once you got to understand. Y'all don't understand how to go back and forth, bro.
You let me slide in, right? So let me slide in. Okay, so now you said America. You said that could represent the Americas of South, North. No, it does not. But you say American. That is a demonym for the United States of America, my boy. You're not on my level on this. So that's a demonym. A demonym is a shortcut of the long name, United States of America.
What would be the shortcut to explain South America?
Well, South America,
and Central America as well.
Okay,
there is no way.
Watch this.
Explain it, bro, because he said that shit.
Watch this. Right. So again, when we say American, all right, that in this country, that's
you called repeat yourself. I asked, what is the demonym?
Right. Okay,
the word that you just introduced.
Hey, yo,
what would be the demonym for South and Central America?
I'm gonna do this.
Okay, why would I care about?
Hey, 30 seconds Unbiased, 30 seconds Ashe. Go
okay, right.
30 seconds Unbiased, go.
So I introduced a term this guy never heard of before. Okay, so demonym is the shortcut of a country, not a continent like South America or whatever you're talking about. So when we say American is a demonym for the United States of America. Okay, that's a country. That's not a continent like South America or North America or whatever. That's a demonym for a country. I just said Nigeria has their own demonym, and so does Canada, and other countries have their shortcut version of the long name they have for their country. It's called a demonym.
His turn.
So,
go ahead,
so let me just sum it up.
Yeah,
so when we say American with an N, that's always United States of America.
Once again, they're moving. He's moving the goalposts. This is what happened when you catch him up.
This doesn't translate, bro.
Stop talking over me. Don't be a coward. I don't like coward.
Sound like you on a panel now, bro.
Reverend Green, let him go on uninterrupted. Go ahead. You give me 30 seconds, and we're gonna get back to everybody. Go ahead, Ashe.
Right. So this is what they do. They move in the goalposts because obviously we was originally talking about continents. West Africa is a continent, correct? So when we were talking about continents, I'll refer back to continents. You have North America. The United States sits in North America. We also have Central America. Then we have South America. So when we're talking about this American thing, I asked him a simple question. He wanted to give me this whole breakdown unnecessarily. Now that's now a cipher. Absolutely. Is it the foundationally North Americans? Foundationally South Americans? Foundationally Central Americans? Because you it's weird how you wanna group something in one point, but then you want to use a demonym when it comes down to how you identifying yourself as FBA. It's idiocentric. Like it's idiocracy. I mean, I apologize.
I said, question: what would you call a Canadian? North American?
That's the North American.
On top of us?
Yeah, that's the North American.
They're North American. So are
in
they
this
North
particular
American?
in the context of hold on, Apostle. Let me answer you correctly. In the context of this conversation, if I already mentioned West Africa and I'm comparing back to the Americas, yes, a Canadian in this conversation will be a North American.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, excuse me, Apostle. Let's get to Humble. He had a question before he fell off, and then Man in the High Castle was chiming in. Let's see what he has to say. Go ahead, Humble. What did you want to add?
I don't even remember, sister. I apologize. I'm just getting back in here. You can go with.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for that generosity. And Man in the Hot Castle, what were you sidelining, my friend? What were you saying?
I wonder if he can turn his camera on so I can take a look at him.
He looked a little bit DeBarge-ish, you know. He did.
Yeah, I like for him to turn it because he sounds a little like he got some cream in his coffee. But
he got a lot of cream, not as much as you. But he's very DeBarge, like, you know, I call your name.
I said the same thing. I said the same thing a few days ago.
Yeah, he got some cream in his coffee.
Yeah, but he ain't doing that espresso thing.
Some people like cream.
Yeah, but what? Apostle, stop being biased toward your own this light-skinned. We don't like skinnedism in here.
I'm orange, so you know.
Okay.
If I can't I remember my point.
I think Humble remembers his point now that y'all talking about colorism.
I just wanted to say, Napad, that when you was asking me about was I African, I did claim that I would consider myself an African.
Oh, good. For the record, you got it. I know that's right. So, all right. Let's hear from Reverend Green.
It's a great question. I have a question though.
No. I want you to address how Unbiased said that how can you be basically, I'm paraphrasing. You can't be foundationally Black American if you are going to say you're not the progeny of the slave trade ancestry.
He's new to all this stuff.
No. U.S. chattel slavery, not the transatlantic slavery, Nepal. U.S. chattel slavery.
Chattel slavery?
Well, how else
Wait. So you're saying that there was no African slave trade, Unbiased?
No, I'm saying that happened, but whether somebody says it didn't, I don't have a problem with that. Just as long as they acknowledge that U.S. chattel slavery happened over here in America.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Keep your channel, bro. So the way I look at it is this: I'm a full-blood American, and my lineage is foundational to this country. My race is Black, and my ethnicity, not my nationality, my ethnicity is American. And I'm proud of it.
American is not an ethnicity group.
Yeah, that's a nationality, my brother. You lost, you lost, brother. America's a nationality.
Hold on real quick.
It's a full ethnicity.
Look, when you do any type of
it's just what it is.
DNA or anything, you don't find American itself as an ethnicity.
Nah, it's a nationality.
It's an ethnicity.
That is a nationality, bro. And for everybody that claim that you could be FBA and not
my
African,
ethnic background is American. All right.
Well,
So
what
getting
is it
back to what I was
American?
about to say, the
What
difference
is it?
is
Can you define
the
what this
difference is
American is,
No,
though?
America's a nationality, my guy. You made that
nah,
up.
it's
That's
an
why, like,
ethnicity as well.
can you
It's
define
a nationality.
how it's an ethnicity as an American?
First and foremost, when you do 23andMe, it never shows who are your African ancestors. Like, who are your neighbor? Who is your surname? What's your ancestor's surname?
No,
See,
I'm
all that
asking you to
23andMe
define
stuff
how
is
can you
weak.
be an American
Anybody who's taking a
as an ethnic group?
23andMe has just got ripped off. They got
Hey,
beat for
brother,
their
he's
money.
asking about the
I'm asking
American
you
Kim
how
You
can an
Netter,
understand?
American
Kim
be a
Netter,
part?
Kim Netter,
Yeah,
Kim Netter. Let him get a
So,
whole statement out, and then you can come in after.
right.
Thank you, brother.
And
Go ahead.
the one thing is this: an ethnic. See, soul food. That's ethnic to where? Here, America. You understand? I'm my ethnicity is American. Of course, it's a nationality, but ethnically, I'm American. You can separate me from West Indian. You can separate me from
Okay, well, can I ask you this
Canuck.
question?
You can. It's just like Bruce Lee. He was born in America. He's American. He was never Chinese. That's why they never embraced him.
Okay, well, can I just ask
You
you a
feel
direct
me?
question?
That's just the
I
way
just
it
want
is.
What's
I
your
want to
name,
ask you
brother?
this. I want to ask you two questions, right? And I just want you to answer these two
Let
questions.
one of them be what's his native language?
Hold on real quick. I
'Cause I
want to
wanna know
ask
that.
you one. My first question I want to ask: do you deny that you have African ancestry? And two, if you do deny that you got African ancestry, how do you account for your origin of man when all humans on Earth can trace themselves back to Africa? How do you account for your origin in America? Where do y'all come from? Because that would make you a whole separate race of people that are not connected to no other humans on Earth. So how do you explain that?
Yeah, my people are indigenous to the United States before 1776. All my ancestors were born here, breathing in this American air, drinking this American water, fighting for America. Unlike you Caribbean tothers, unlike you African tothers.
But that don't answer
About
my
this.
question because we
Full
know
blood
Africans were
American.
already. But wait, we know
Never
Africans
fled.
Wait, real quick. We know Africans was already enslaved in the Americas from the end of the 1400s going into the early 1500s. So your account for your people being here in the 1700s don't negate none of that.
Before the
So how
1700s.
does exactly my point? So
Way
how
before.
did your family get to America if you claim you have no African ancestry? And if y'all was always in America, what is the origin of your species of human?
Come on, man. You know they came down through the burn.
First and foremost, that's a great question. See, a lot of folks like to downplay the indigenous black population on the globe. They fear the black planet situation. In all continents, there was a black male and black female, the original people.
But you're not answering none of my questions.
We were already here, sir.
How did you get here?
God, this is crazy.
We were already here, just like the Venus of
That's his
Willendorf.
answer. He was already there. That's his answer.
There's more Venus statues than the Venus of Willendorf. There's
What you
more
do,
older
spring
ones
up
too.
From the soil? How did you get
We were
here?
already here.
Where's the
So you
Venus?
have no-
Wait, hold
so
on.
wait,
So there's
you
a Venus.
Answered the question. He was already here.
Okay, so answer
yeah,
my
calm
other
down for a
question. Do you
second.
deny that you have African ancestry? You didn't answer that
Yeah,
one.
he denies it. He denies it. He denies it emphatically.
Yeah, because
He
I
denies
don't
it.
have any ancestors in Africa.
So let me
Period.
ask you a question. What do you mean?
What is the name of your African ancestor? I can name my American
you're
ancestors.
talking over me, and I hate that so much. I'm not like, it's not an ego thing. It really isn't. I'm just asking a question. You said there's figurines of the woman, the worshipped woman in America, like similar to the Venus of Willendorf.
There was more than one Venus of Willendorf. There was the older ones.
I know there's more than one, but you said it was found in America. I want to see that. That's a different conversation. That's kind of my lane, so I'm interested.
Yeah, there was more Venuses found way before the Venus of Willendorf. Correct.
I know that there's more than the Venus of Willendorf. You said in the Americas. I want to see it. I just want to see it. I'm not saying you're wrong.
I never
but
said
haven't
the
come across-
Americas. You're saying that.
I thought so.
Exactly.
So
That's
you tried
exactly.
no. Listen. You
down.
tried to make it. You didn't say it. You didn't say it very, very like specifically, but you tried to allude to the fact that it was they were found here.
No, I said there was more than one. There's always others that were older and from different locations.
So that has nothing to do with the Americas, though, right?
We are the original people of the planet. We were already
I'm gonna
here.
ask you again.
Just like how in Australia,
God.
the black man and woman were already there. Just like how in Europe,
I told you this guy
with the Grimaldi man, just like how in Africa.
I'm gonna ask you
in Asia,
again. When you were
we were
doing your
already here on this
scroll, when you
planet.
were going into your diatribe and your rhetoric about with the dun dun na 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 and the American flag waving in behind you, you started going into how you were here first and we were always here. And then you said there's more. You said statues. You meant figurines. You said there's more statues of the Venus of Willendorf than just found over there. So you were making it as if it's such an ancient
Black
land
people
here.
were already on the planet Earth.
I'm gonna ask you again. I'm gonna ask you again. You use Venus of Willendorf. Maybe you thought nobody. Maybe you thought nobody would know what you're talking about. You tried to act like this is an old nation here in America.
Yeah,
therefore, they were
much older. Much older.
Oh my God, bro! You try to make people think that there were ancient people here before. Older or old as the people over in Africa and in the East.
Yes.
Okay, stop
Older.
right there. But you used Venus of Willendorf as an example. Now,
Because originally we're all over the planet Earth. Correct.
You use Venus of
We
Willendorf.
are the original people.
Why? You used the Venus of Willendorf.
We are the original people on planet Earth.
You tried to act as if the old figurine was somehow found in the Americas.
We were already here.
No. See
in
what
the
I'm
United
doing?
States, we're already here on planet Earth.
Nepal, you
I
know
don't want
you
to
got
put
him,
you in the
Nepal.
back. I don't
He
want to
tried
put you in
to-
the back.
He tried to
I don't want to put you
equate
in
him.
the back. Okay,
No,
this is the
you
thing. You
got
know
him,
what? I'm
Nepal.
struggling. I don't even need. Listen, you were just misleading people, and you just got caught in your cap. And instead of saying you got me, it's not over here. But I still think our people were old here. You tried to lie.
Yeah, we're definitely over here.
No, bro.
We were definitely over here, everywhere on planet Earth.
Why are you trying to do the electric boogaloo away from what you tried to use?
So you fear Black Planet?
I'm gonna put you in the back. I'm gonna put you in the back because this is too much for me.
Go ahead.
And then I'll bring you back because you can't be quiet while I hate that. No, I don't
Nepal,
fear anything.
this
I fear
Kim, can I go
black
after you?
ass. I fear black ass people talking over me when I'm just trying to make a clear point to the audience. They're learning. You went in your whole spiel about, well, I've been here, my people been here. Well, I ain't never been African. I ain't never scared. And then you said Venus of Willendorf. There's more than just that particular figurine found. You were trying to mislead people and make us think that those figurines were found in the Americas. Now, I said, maybe I'm wrong. I said, where did they find one of those figurines here? Because I'm trying not to be a know-it-all. And then the cap came totally off. And you said, "Oh well, I wasn't." No, you were misleading people. There was never a figurine that old found in the Americas. Now I'm gonna let you back in, but stop lying to the people.
Can I go real quick right
stick with
behind
what
you?
you know. Stick with what you know.
Okay,
I'm gonna let him.
I was never lying, ho. So that's my answer.
Are you talking to your mom? I think he thinks his mom is up here. I think he thinks his mom is up here. It's okay. Your mama's at home somewhere asleep with her tricks. Okay, boo. And you could never come back here anymore. He's hurt. And this is what happens. The mask falls off when you bust a old soft shell noodle back Negro in the back of his head. And he's definitely from the slave trade.
I'm not sure he's a Negro.
He has slave trauma because when you bust a Negro in the back of his head.
He's a so-called Negro.
No. I don't care what he is. When you bust him he's a soft shell noodle back. When he's a soft speaking weirdo.
Okay, you better go over to DJ Genesis with that bullshit. I'll never let you up here again, ever. You might as well start acting like a complete donkey on the internet, like the rest of the people who beg and try to get up here, because you're a liar. Little
Okay,
get up.
Nepal.
He's
Now,
still backstage, y'all. Look at this.
Control.
Look at this weirdo. I already called him all kind of noodle backs and soft shells. Look at his bitch ass still back there. Go call your mom.
Hey,
call
Con.
anybody else, but you're
Hey,
done.
Con.
He went DJ Genesis.
Don't try it,
Look at
bitch.
him. Look at this
Don't
little
try it,
bitch
bitch.
ass nigga. Look at this noodle butt.
You know
Look,
you
he's
got
calling me a
AIDS,
bitch.
bitch.
You
don't
oh
look.
yeah, I
Don't
got
mess up,
AIDS.
Nepal. Don't mess up the show.
Hey,
Just
no,
kick him off
look at
and let's
it's
keep
funny.
pushing.
It's funny. It isn't gonna Kim Netter. I don't need anybody tell me not to mess up my show. It's fine. But I want to show people something. All I did was ask him about a reference, and he fell apart. I'm gonna let Unbiased come in here. He's representing FBA Unbiased, so I wanna talk to you about these weirdos. This is why when I hear about FBA and a lot of people, we're turned off because we see weirdos like him up here trying to claim and try to teach. He was even telling Unbiased, you don't know anything. Unbiased actually knows what he's talking about. So I want you to come in after this weirdo who said I'm a hoe and I got a. By the way, HIV is plaguing the Black community, the Black American community. Why are you using it as if it's a diss?
Yes.
You
Can I
dummy.
go
A
real
lot of
quick though
Black
before
people
you let
have
Unbiased
HIV.
go?
And I shout out to just a second, Kim Netter. Shout out to everyone who is struggling with these diseases. Shout out to my people, women and men who are struggling, and children with HIV and trying to stay healthy. Stay healthy. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're nasty or dirty. All this shit about you got HIV. I don't know if he has HIV. Anyway, Kim Netter, what do you want to say? Because I want to bring Unbiased in to kind of, clean up for the FBA, because we just saw how they usually act on the panel. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, all I wanted to say is you was absolutely right, because he was definitely trying to allude to making that be in America, and you caught him on that. And what I was asking him was, when I say, what is your origin of mankind? Because everybody can trace their origin back to Africa through their mitochondrial DNA. So if you're telling me you have no African DNA, then you aren't connected to anyone on earth, because everybody else does. So how did your people get to America? Because we know that people originated in Africa, migrated out and populated all the rest of the lands, and had different ethnic groups made through divergence. So if you are here in America, how did you get here? And if you're not connected to Africans, what is your origin?
Let me let Unbiased come in and speak on that if he can hear what just went down. Go ahead, Unbiased.
Yeah, so I can't necessarily claim him because he didn't confess that his lineage ties back to U.S. chattel slavery. So if you can't do that, then I can't confirm your FBA. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say you're not FBA now, but FBA, we're a lineage, just like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Chinese. So if one Chinese person says something crazy and you condemn the whole population of Chinese people or China, that's crazy, right? So we all got extremists in our lineage. We got weirdos, PDFs, so forth and so on, and they don't represent the masses.
Thank you so much. And I'm gonna close out soon. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna go to you, Humble. I'm gonna close out soon. I do want to end with you, Biased, if I can. You and Elder Suntan. I see you, Zaquan.
Yeah, I'm going.
But yeah, I just want to let everybody know this real quick. I know it's not a good show unless we have a crash out. All right. So look, y'all.
I said I enjoyed the show.
And I love you for that, Zaquan. Let me say this about that brother. I know his background. Genesis told me, oh, that guy's a weirdo. He's been stalking me. He calls my phone. He threatens my life. But guess what? I said, you know what? I'm going to let him in. And I talked to Genesis. She's cool. She said, okay, as long as he doesn't disrespect, you just got to wait till the mask falls off, y'all. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. All right. So peace, Apostle Zaquan. Good night. Apostle went off. Let me go to Humble, and everybody just do their closeout. Humble, let me say something about you, though. I want to say something about you, Humble.
I swear, this is the second time I had to go. I think the third time I turned into what does the brother call me, the dragon? And I look at Humble's face, and Humble be up here like, oh Lord, what am I doing up here? I thought Bingo was bad. So Humble, thank you so much for being up here.
I just appreciate the time, Sister Nepal. I just appreciate the time. I actually want to get into some of the things the brother said really fast. I'm not going to be too long.
Sure, go ahead.
That America was an ethnicity. He's absolutely wrong. It is a nationality and it is an identity. The reasons it's not an ethnicity, right, is because there's no shared ancestry, no shared culture, the language, the roots, right? These are things we find in an ethnicity. When we're here in America, we know this is a melting pot, right? So that's one thing he said. Another thing, right, he was talking about what you was bringing up, Nepal, if I can get to it real fast. Venus of Willendorf, right? And you asked him where this was, and he did not answer. This is an
and Humble, my friend. I'm just ad-libbing. Wasn't he trying to make us think that it's in America and making America old, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
continue. Go ahead.
Okay. So
let me let him go ahead and cook, Humble. Yes, go ahead.
Willendorf is in Austria. They found those figurines in Austria, not America.
True.
So that I just wanted to bring that out there as well.
Yeah. And he thank you. And I love how come on, do your closeout. You need to come in and do a presentation soon. You haven't done one. I want you to do your closeout. I appreciate you joining. Go ahead, finish up.
Okay. Oh no, I just appreciate everybody, for letting me sit amongst y'all. I talked to Unc earlier. He said he'd be over there. Listen, I invite any of y'all to come over there to Bigo. My name Humble Mystic over there. We do the same thing we do sitting here, right? We just raising a conscious awareness of the people, doing the best we can to, bring information to people who are seekers and who want this knowledge. And I just appreciate all of y'all. I've been waiting for this for a long time. And this is an experience. And I appreciate you, Sister Nepal, and I appreciate Sanetta.
Thank you. All right. Well, listen, I want to address, I absolutely love Afu Nation. They do a lot of our music. I want to address this comment. Why are you on point with this comment? Because he reminds me of Ed Gein's voice, Mother, and all the soft voice Jeffrey Dahmer's. He does remind me of that. I be doing my voice impersonations. Ed Gein, please don't go and watch the movie that's on Netflix because they're really making it romanticized about serial killers and people who practice necrophilia. Yeah, that's what he sounded like. Anyway, if you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. So moving right along to my brother. Let's go to Kim Netter. Let him close out. And then I'm going to get to Elder Suntan. And last but not least, Unbiased of FBA. FBA, the channel. He's going to tell us. Go ahead, Kim Netter.
I just wanted to read this right here. This right here is from Bright et al. It's 2015. This is Genetic Ancestry of African Americans. This is the American Journal. It's of human genetics. It's a large-scale DNA study of African Americans across the U.S., right? And they say what they find is African Americans overwhelmingly trace their African ancestry to West Africa, West Central Africa, with the strongest genetic tie grouped to Yoruba, the Mandinka, Akan, the Iwe. Then you got the Congo, Angola, and then this is a quote directly from the study. It say African Americans derive the majority of their African ancestry from West Africa, West Central Africa populations, consistent with the history records of the transatlantic slave trade. Then you got the 1000 Genome Project from Reich Labs analysts. It say on this one, it says that African Americans cluster most closely with the Yoruba, the Iwe, the Isans, the Mende, the Gambian, the Bantu speaking groups from Angola and the Congo. And then this is a verbatim quote from this one. It says, individuals of African ancestry in the Americas show the strongest genetic affinity with West Africa, with West Central Africa, populations reflecting from the primary sources regions in the transatlantic slave trade. So both of these is directly connected to the transatlantic slave trade, showing that African Americans in America share the same genetics with Africans on the continent of West Africa.
Let me drop let me drop that bomb. I'm getting a little slow. Here we go. Thank you so much, Kim Netter. Always a pleasure to have you up here. We got to get some more of your footage. You should put something together, a presentation showing how you're actually educating people. I wanted to say how you're showing people how to go do the complaints and file the complaints and do all that. That is very important for people to know. So do a presentation on that. And also your comic book is coming up, right? Or your animation or something?
Yeah, I dropped a comic book. It's called Black Star. It's about a West African who essentially he created the heat shield. I put him in a time frame where Americans didn't create the heat shield, which was like 1980 something. So in the comic book, he become a billionaire by creating the heat shield and sending us into space first. He go off and build his own lab and build his own rocket. He go off in space and he have some problems, go into a black hole, get tore down atom by atom and rebuilt and became Black Star. It's awesome. Plus, me and Neil dropped a book. It's called Africans Continuum between Kemet and West Africa. It showed the links of the parallels between the two, because a lot of people say that we have no ties to people in Kemet and so forth. So we put a book together showing all the primaries and stuff on that as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bring that to the people. Y'all heard it. Definitely always a pleasure to have you here. Peace to you. And finally, finally, my bad. We got Elder Suntan coming in because Bias had some smoke, a bone to pick with him. He's been listening to you over here, Elder Suntan. Bias been listening to you, and he doesn't like the stuff you've been saying. Go ahead, Elder. Close out.
Hey, look here, Nepal, and peace to everybody. Humble, Kim Netter, and this guy Ron. But I'm gonna tell you this right here, brother. I was FBA before you even thought about it, because I was with Tariq when he started it. So you can be slick with it all you want, and the thing about it, I'm not even concerned about you. You just do good and be FBA, but you got to have your stuff together when you go down there. You go down there talking lineage, that's fine. But when you get down there, you got to know jurisprudence to be able to prove your lineage. Me and you can't go down there saying we lineage, we FBA. That ain't gonna work, because they're gonna split us up and say, well, if your lineage is high as you, your lineage is some kin to FBA Ron. What is your ties to FBA Ron? You can't do it like that. It has to be done on a legal basis, and it has to be done with, let me see, how would I say it again? Jurisprudence. They're going to take a theory of the law, and they're going to have to provide us reparations that way. So I don't, worry about reparations. I know my family is from West Virginia. That's where the plantation starts from us. My father's father, we all from West Virginia. And before that, I guess it's Africa. That's what they say, because I never did no test to find out nothing. I just know my people were from West Virginia and they was from chattel slavery. So that's all I need to know. That qualifies. Anybody wants to be say they FBA, your lineage have to go back to some plantation in America. So with that said, good luck to him, and peace to the panel and the par. Like I said, I'm going to bed knowing that I understand these agents, these police officers and everything like that. They overdo their power. In my opinion, he didn't have to shoot to kill like that. She didn't show, if she had a gun or something, that'd have been different. But she didn't. She was trying to speed off and go another way, and this dude shot through the side of the window. So that was murder to me. And Sonetta saw what I saw, and a couple of more people. Everybody got their opinions, because that's just the way it is. And everything is two sides to every story. So my side is what I saw, and I don't really, neither way, it don't make me no profit and no difference to make no opinion about it, because they don't listen to us anyway. All these people talking about I'm American, this and that when they wrote the 27 constitutions, man, we wasn't included in none of it. We was considered 3/5 of a man. So like I say, we just have to dance to their tune till we get ourselves together. We got to start individually. You dig? You got to get yourself together individually to help another brother. So if you can't look yourself in the mirror and have your stuff together, then that's on you. So you got to try to better yourself. Then you can help somebody else. So peace out.
Sultan, I just wanted to say, you know, a car
Watch
can
out
be
for
used
that.
as a deadly weapon.
Huh?
I said a car can be used as a deadly weapon.
Oh, no doubt, Kim Netta, but that wasn't her premise because she had a chance to use it as a deadly weapon and got shot
All right,
dead.
let me go.
So
She almost ran
you
over the
got to
police
wait,
officer.
brother.
She almost.
All right, let me
I
go,
was gonna let it go, but
you know, you can't. And I want to just say this though: you've been kind of very, impatient.
Thorough.
It's kind of disrespectful just coming over in here. You know,
who are
we've
you
been in
talking
here
to?
for
No,
years.
that was
You
Kim
just can't
Netter
come over and
talking.
take
That
over
was
no platform.
Elder
again,
Suntan.
yeah.
That was Kim Netter talking to you.
No. FBA said something. I seen this thing moving.
Who was that? Was
No,
that said the
I
car can be
actually,
a deadly weapon?
I actually said, let me talk. That was Kim Netter.
That's what I said, Nepal. He's saying, let me talk, cutting me off. Yeah,
No.
I was talking to Kim Netter. I was talking to Kim Netter because he spoke
Even
it.
if
He
he
spoke in
was,
my
he wasn't
place.
being disrespectful. He wasn't trying to be disrespectful. But Elder
He
Suntan is
dove in
kind
on my
of
clothing.
hyper.
So I'll let him, I'm not going to even hang
Wait.
around here what you got to
Okay,
say.
Elder
You're not gonna
Suntan.
hang
Elder
around?
Suntan. Elder Suntan. Hold on. We would
Peace,
never
humble.
consider three. Yeah, we would never consider 3/5 of a man. It's called the 3/5 compromise. Had everything to do with voting. 3 out of 5 was considered a vote for the Confederates. See, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Wait, no. It's my turn now. I was totally quiet when you was going.
You cut me off,
Relax.
man.
Oh, no. You were done because he asked you about the shooting. We ain't talking about that. You were closing out. You were done, and then he threw something. You responded. So we would never consider 3/5 of a man. That's called the 3/5 compromise. It had everything to do with voting, my guy. You're not on my level at all. But listen, I want a 1v1 with you though. That's what I
I
want.
don't know why he left. He must be tired.
Yeah. I know he ain't
Nobody
tired.
got time for that.
Nah. My man ain't tired. He 3/5 of a man. That's garbage. That's elder talk. Okay, it's a takeover. Ain't no elder talk. This is the 3/5 compromise. Everything to do with voting. 3 out of 5 was considered one vote for the Confederates. See how I do that on the fly?
Yeah, I hear you. Go ahead. Continue. You got free closeout, and then Yara, I
Okay.
was trying to get you back in here. Damn, y'all tired. They got sleep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
Right. So I want to do a 1v1 with this guy. He said jurisprudence, all this stuff. Like my man has no idea about reparations. I heard him say, I'm FBA reparations. That he let brother Slow Reggie convince him in 2 minutes. Now he's a diehard FBI since Tariq Nasheed, but Slow Reggie in 2 minutes convinced him otherwise. And I got a whole video on FBA News and Updates deconstructing brother Reggie's ridiculous Black City plan. It's goofy, it's ridiculous. There is no rules or laws that a city can pass. This ordinances, and a state can override all that garbage talk, all that city power talk. A state can override it. Okay, so I deconstruct that whole Black City plan is straight garbage. Okay, dude, you got a degree in engineering, nothing else, but he's a scholar and everything else. You got to stop. So they hop off for a reason.
Because Sonetta and I spoke to Unbiased about that. You want to address the brother and no listen, we love our audience just like you love yours. I want you to actually defend yourself and explain yourself what you did. What did you do over there with the show? Read that. It said FBA Ron did a show calling the House of Consciousness a House of Cons, where he disrespected Professor Small and Dr. Reggie.
Wait, no.
Say it ain't so.
No, hold on. Well, you got to watch you see, you can't cherry pick. So right now,
I'm
up to
asking
date.
you to address it.
Not you. Him. If you're gonna follow my show, you got to update. Recently, I've been calling Professor J. Smalls prophet, so I elevate him past elder to prophet James Smalls. So you haven't been around lately. See, you watched some stuff a month ago, and you draw your conclusion. Now I call him prophet James Smalls because there's some videos, some stuff that was exposed to me. I'm like, wait a minute, this guy agrees with us more than I thought. So no, I put some respect on the elder name now. So we call him Professor Elder Prophet James Smalls, my guy. We upgraded my guy. So now, when we say house of individuals like Suntan.
Now what? Now,
Yeah, like
okay,
individuals
so
like Sunshine.
you don't call Sonetta a con, right? Are we
No,
cons
no,
over
no, no,
here?
no. We're talking about. Wait, remember?
Unbiased is, wait, I gotta say this, unbiased. Unbiased is actually, whether he knows or not, a part of the House of Consciousness. He has supported us and Sonetta when the whole world was basically going against us.
Yeah,
He
I was a
stepped
Patreon
up
for
and
like 5
supported
years
us.
straight. Yeah, I
Go
was
ahead.
a Sonetta Patreon for 5 years straight. You guys can't tie
No,
my
I'm
shoes.
talking about
All right.
stepping up and speaking for us, though.
Of
When people
course,
were
of course.
banging
Not
on us.
right. And check this out. I was the original pseudo killer. So all these guys that's new, the Cedric and Kents, they are Johnny come latelys. I was the part of the original pseudo killers. We came to Sonetta, the auto ballroom, to debate those pseudos. You dig? So I was the research team for Unc, Asari Mutep, and Garfield. Right. So yeah, you got to learn your history. Okay. So I was part of the original pseudo
So
killers.
you're a part
They
of the
got to
pseudo
stop.
killers. Shout out to,
Well, I
to
was.
Unc, right? You were a pseudo
Wait,
killer, right?
I was until I realized Unc is the biggest pseudo. I said, I can't be part of
Okay,
this.
now, just calm down, brother. Stay on track. Stay on track.
All right,
Okay, so we got that out
but
the
I'm
way.
giving y'all
Now back to
background.
what you were
Right.
saying. Let's get back to what you were talking about on your
Okay.
closeout.
So when it comes to FBA, right, our core talking points are 3 bullet points. Okay, you can narrow it down to 2: reparations and delineation. Everything else is a sidebar or a straw man for somebody else. But when you want to talk to us seriously, it's going to be about reparations or delineation. Now, he spoke about reparations. He has no idea about lineage-based reparations. When we say lineage, we're not talking about 43 individuals. The Japanese reparations, the Italians, these were lineage-based reparations. Lineage. That means that one word for the entire harm group. So for us, we're using it in the same context. We're saying lineage to represent the harmed group, which are descendants of U.S. chattel slavery and the continuity that follow afterwards: Black Reconstruction, Jim Crow. We're talking about convict leasing, sharecropping, all that type of stuff.
Okay, can I ask you a question real quick on
Yeah,
reparations?
sure.
Okay, how do y'all plan on getting reparations when FBA is not a reparation negotiation body? Y'all don't meet with Congress. Y'all don't meet with legislators.
Okay,
Y'all don't,
you just made that. You just made that up, man.
Let me
You just
finish.
made that up.
I'm not making this up. Y'all
Yeah,
don't
you
meet
just
with
made
the
that up.
International Human Rights Council, and it's
Okay,
not
you just made that up.
authorized representation of a defined identity either. So how
Okay,
do
so
you legally
okay,
get
dude.
reparations? That's what I'm
All right.
asking.
Okay, so dude, first of all, when we say Foundation Black Americans, we are defining 43 million people. So that's not independent of ADOS. That's not independent of Lord Abba and everything he's doing. That's all inclusive to everybody working on behalf of 43 million Black Americans. So no, we're not opposed to other people working on our behalf. So all of this is a collective effort. So we're considering Yvette Carnell, Dr. Sandy, but we're considering Lord Abba and everything he got going over with American Freedmen because they're representing me. So whether he likes to adopt the term FBA or ADOS, it doesn't matter because the people he's representing a lineage-based reparations, and I'm part of that lineage. So this ain't an FBA thing only. This
No,
is
look,
whoever's
I
within the
can
lineage.
totally understand that because I'm rocking with all of that, right? But my thing is, as FBA, if you're not a recognized organization that can actually fight as a
That's a lie.
body, hold on, that cannot
That's a
fight
lie.
as a body, y'all can't go in there and represent anybody as FBA. As a
Okay.
recognized organization. So what I'm asking you is legally.
That's a lie, though.
Let me finish.
That's a faulty premise.
Hold on. So legally.
All right, but I'm objecting. That's a lie. I'm
Let
objecting.
me finish though. I didn't cut you off.
Go ahead. I'm just objecting. That's a lie.
Okay, that's cool. You can tell me all that when I'm done. So at the end of the day, if you're not a legally organized representation of a full body that's recognized by the government, how do you legally get representation for that? For y'all to get reparations for us? As FBA.
Okay, so he's lying. All right, so he's lying. So when the Japanese got reparations, same way. It just was they were identified as a harm. All the courts want to know is who was harmed. It don't matter what you call yourself. You could call yourself the Ninja Turtles, but if you can identify the harmed people that was involved in that thing, that's all that matters. It don't have to be you got to come by this one name. No, you identify the harmed individuals and you qualify yourself. And there's qualifications to us. So now our qualifications, we have qualifications for who's FBA, ADOS, US freedmen, descendants. We have qualifications for that. But what you're talking about is some pseudo babble, plebiscite babble. That's not true.
No, I'm not. Because see, with the Asians, when they got reparations, it was signed over by the council of the government. They signed off something. They not signing off nothing for us for the to represent us to say, okay, boom, we're gonna let y'all have that. They put a whole.
Well, it's still in motion though. What are you talking about? They're not signing off. It's still in motion.
I didn't cut you off though.
Yeah, but you're saying ridiculous stuff.
Hold on, let me finish. I didn't cut you off. They put a whole act in motion and signed off on it legally for them to get reparations. They're always against that when it come to us. So in order for us to get reparations legally, you have to have a body that is recognized by the government.
Don't. You made that up.
Yes,
you made that up. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Give me an example that they
source
didn't
up. Okay, okay. Look.
Let me finish. Wait, let me finish. If you said no,
you never finished.
Give me an example where the government didn't sign a law themselves that gave them reparations. That wasn't a.
What you mean the government? What part of the government you're talking about?
Hold on.
You're just saying random stuff.
United States government. What do you mean? So at the end of the day, you
that don't make any sense. You mean it?
Finish.
The United States government. What are you talking about?
Kim Netter, you got 20 seconds to finish up, and then I'm gonna let him come in, and he's got a minute, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Go ahead.
The government. The government.
Right, so like I said, he's trying to use the Asians when they got reparations. The government signed the act. They put in law in place that made that.
What about the Italians?
See, there you go.
Let him finish. No interruption, and then I'll get to you.
So,
go ahead.
like I said, they put an act in place. So they signed it off legally as a whole body to give them reparations. When it come to us, they always vote against it. So in order for you to go in there and fight as a body legally in court for reparations, you have to be recognized by the government. We don't have that with FBA. They're not recognized. It's not an established government. It don't have an institution. It don't have none of that that is recognized by the government in order for FBA to get reparations for us.
Thank you, Kim Netter. Go ahead.
So now I just easily articulated. See, he's focusing on FBA because there's a little hatred. I just said ADOS represents us. They're speaking about the same body. So whether it comes through FBA, ADOS, Yvette Carnell, Dr. Sandy, or Laura Abba and the American Descendants of Freedmen. These are all different strategies to get reparations for the same people. You're focused on FBA. I just said ADOS, US Descendant, American Descendant Freedmen, they represent the same people. What are you talking about? Wait, no, I'm not done. Okay, I'm not done.
A few times.
Yeah.
I know, but he has.
But look, ADOS represents.
Wait a minute, Kim Netter.
ADOS represents African. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't represent African Americans. Stop lying, dude. Hey, yo, pull up on FBA News and Updates tomorrow. I'm gonna cook you in suntan.
What's the channel?
Okay, so now. To the other guy that hung up earlier, the guy that you kicked off. Okay.
The one who Ed Gein. We call him Ed Gein now. We call him Reverend Gein. Reverend Gein.
Okay.
What about
him? Let me just say this. Somebody mentioned Unc earlier. Unc, Brother Reggie, Q Butter, Sanchez, all these guys pull up on my channel. Not y'all's, not you, Nepal. I'm talking these guys is just talking reckless. So I am Brother Zion Lex, Divine Prospect. I'm a well-known individual in this community, whether you know me or not. Ngozi, Chief X, everybody comes to my channel. My guy, Team Osiris, they all come to Unbiased Ron channel, which is now called FBA News and Update. So I'm a guy that go live. I get 3K, 8K views, my guy. I'm not some small individual with no voice. I have a loud voice in this space. So you guys might be talking to a wall, not me. I'm talking to a large audience, and it's with only 4,000 subscribers. 8K, 10K views with only 4,000 subscribers. Do your homework, man. But again, FBA News and Updates, I keep the link in there. I got a phone number for any smoke. And I want suntan more than anybody.
Oh, all right.
And Sekou.
And Sekou, you got to come back when Sekou has time. We kind of held him up.
Yeah.
I think he's working.
He conveniently hopped off. Sure, he is. He's doing Uber or whatever. Uber Eats. I got it.
I don't know what he's doing. Don't do that. I don't know what.
And like I said,
my man delivered food.
Represent the African Americans, man.
No, they don't.
Man.
What?
Wait.
Why Kim Netter?
Cause he playing. He playing, man.
Yeah, can I ask him? Can I ask him about African American real quick? Napa, can I ask him about African American?
Go ahead.
Let me just ask him about African American. Hey, Kim Netter, when was that the African American introduced in America as a national identity, as a for Black Americans in this country? Do you know?
You want to say when Jesse James and them got it coined and all that?
Jesse James, who the hell is Jesse James? Brother, who is Jesse James?
Whichever one of them cats it was.
Okay, what year? I'm asking you what year. Wait, hold on. I asked a specific question. Wait, hold on, relax. The question is what year?
Right off the back, right?
Okay, good.
Now let me finish.
Okay, so wait, I had a part B. Wait, I had a part B question. Wait, dude, you gotta relax. You gotta relax. You didn't know that.
Damn!
You don't know what you're talking about, do you, sir? You don't know what you're talking about.
No, that meant nobody in particular, but we can't even hear you when you talk over each other.
Okay, no, Napa. Wait, Napa. I asked a question. Napa, hold on, dude, relax. I asked a question, Napa. He said he didn't know, so I had a follow-up question for this guy.
Okay, go ahead. The follow-up question is what, Unbiased, and then you can answer Kim Netter.
Good.
I'll let you come in
is
after.
African American an ethnonym or a racial term for a racial category? Which one? Go.
Now let me finish answering, right? Like
let me finish.
Let's hear him out. With African Americans, that cover all of this descendants of slaves who were Africans who were brought to America. I don't care who you want to say coined it or when it was brought about. When we say African Americans, we know we're talking about Black Americans. Those are the same people who are going to be fighting for reparations. So at the end of the day, when you say they not representing African Americans, that's a flat out lie.
Okay, all right, there you go. Pass the mic. You want to say something?
Okay, so Nepal, he didn't ask my question. I asked this dude, is African American an ethnonym? If you don't know what that means, brother, just ask me, your big brother. And I said, is it an ethnonym or a racial term for a racial category? That was the question. Go ahead, try again.
It's a racial term.
Okay, so now when it's a racial term, watch this. If it's a racial term, then why do you say that it's speaking about Black Americans? Racial terms mean that it represents everybody from Africa who comes here, and everybody from the Caribbean, and everybody from Brazil, and all the Afro-Latinos, and also Black Americans. So it's broad and it's not specific. It's inclusive, not exclusive. So why did you say that it's Black Americans if you just said it was racial? Go.
I just told you African American cover Africans in America who are descendants of slaves who were brought from Africa.
It covers Caribbean too, though.
If you come in here and you immigrant from somewhere else and you African, that don't make you African American. That's not what I'm talking about.
Are you serious?
That's not what I'm talking about. If you get citizenship here, then yeah, you can be considered African American if you're from Africa. But when I say African Americans, I'm talking about descendants of Africans who were enslaved in America. Those are African Americans.
I got what you're talking about, but I asked you a question. I said federally. Okay, in this country, when you say African American, that is you said it. It's a racial term. When something is race based, brother, it represents African descendants. Okay, from Africa, the Caribbean, Afro-Latinos, and Black Americans. So you just focus on Black Americans. That's a lie. When you say African Americans,
I'm not cutting out the Caribbean people.
Why are you cutting me off though?
I'm not cutting none of those people out. They are part of the
but why are you cutting me off though? But why you cutting me off?
They are part of the Americas. I don't think I gotta break that down for you when I say.
Yeah, you do gotta break that down.
They are part of the Americas.
These guys not ready, man.
There are more.
This is why I need somebody. Yeah, I need Brother Jabari. Yeah,
there are more African descendants in Brazil. You think I would cut them out? What do you mean? It was over 12 million.
Are they African American in Brazil?
Yeah.
Are they called African American in Brazil?
No, they don't call themselves African Americans because they don't consider themselves Americans.
So I only asked about African Americans. I asked you
under that same umbrella.
Brother, when you watch this back, brother, you're gonna bury yourself under your bed.
No,
Kim Netter,
you really
doing great. Kim Netter's doing I never heard him debate before. I never heard Kim Netter debate before, so I'm enjoying this. But
and you'll never hear him again after this one.
You crazy?
Bye.
I got love for both
This
y'all.
dude said
Listen,
racial category, but it said only. He said only Black Americans. Dude, it's a
you know,
racial
In
term.
America,
You don't know.
they
You don't know what that
you
means,
acting
bro.
like
you
they
want to
not
do
in
this?
America. I count them too. Those are the America. So when I say the Americans, I'm covering all Africans in America.
That wasn't my question. But that wasn't my question, though.
But you try to swing it like I'm cutting them out or
All
something.
right. Hey,
Okay, I want to
bro.
say this.
No.
That's how you was wording it.
We're going to
Nah.
you got me go. You got us going in circles. All right, we're gonna stop
Hey,
this
yo.
because we can. What?
The pot.
What?
This one
What?
last thing. One last thing. You got to bring me back on to
I'm
explain
gonna
how
bring
these
you
folks
back. Yeah.
are not. Well, hold on. One thing. One thing in particular. Everybody's loosely using the term black. I don't consider people of the continent of Africa black, or the Caribbean black. I'm saying the only black people are Foundation Black Americans. Everybody else are of their country. Haitians are the people
See,
of Haiti are
that's
Haitians.
wild right
Wait,
there.
relax,
That's
my
wild.
guy.
I'm gonna
Well,
let you
hey, dude,
respond,
you
Kim
want to debate me
Netter.
on this?
Just let him get it all the way out, and
Wait,
then we gotta close.
wait,
Let me.
wait. The pot after I cook suntan 1v1. Hey, Kim Netter, you want to debate me on this 1v1?
This dude is wild, man.
Kim
Yeah,
Netter,
that's what I
yeah, come
thought.
on back. I'm gonna speak for. I'm his manager. Come
This
on back
dude
in. He
just
got
said.
this.
All
He
right,
got
This
this.
dude just
so
said
let me
people in the
I got
Caribbean
you.
so
do
let
I
me
something
got
let
you.
me
I
let me
got you,
finish
Kim
finish
Netter. I got your back.
right. So let me finish the argument though, so you can understand what I'm saying, bro. So you can know what you're up against. I'm saying the only black people are Black Americans. Everybody else is what they call themselves after their country, tribe, or language.
So why do you got
So
to add
again,
American to it
hey,
if they
dude,
the
relax,
only one?
dude. I wasn't even finished what I was saying.
Let
You're
him
so
finish, Kim
insecure,
Netter,
my
please,
guy.
and then I'll
God
pass the
damn,
mic to you.
bro. Okay, so people in Haiti are Haitians. Jamaica, Jamaicans. Trinidadians. Nigeria, Nigerians. Yoruba, Igbo. Kenyans, Kenyan. Congo, Congolese. You see, they're that. We're black. We're nothing else. Black was before, my guy. It was 30 years before African American. So, like I said, bro, when you're ready, okay, the POC can provide the platform.
It's gonna be
1v1.
tomorrow. Let
R-
me see
RIP.
tomorrow,
RIP.
Friday.
RIP.
Okay, got you. Now let Kim Netter come on in, and hopefully we can
I'm gonna go
close
on
out.
mute.
Thank you. Go ahead, Kim Netter.
All I gotta say is that is crazy. If you say that the only black people are Black Americans, you wouldn't even have to add Americans after that. That's just wild in itself. That's all I would say.
Okay,
The
that was
POC.
short and
The
sweet.
POC. Can I respond real quick? Okay,
If he
so
doesn't mind.
brother, brother, we were just black people tonight. So you didn't listen to me. In the 1960s, we were just black for 30 years. Jesse Jackson reintroduced the term African American, which was a racial term that included everybody who was African descendant to come in this country. Right? It was broad, but when we were black, it was speaking about us only for 30 years. Okay, so African American caused a lot of confusion because it's a dual usage term. It acts as an ethnonym. That means sometimes it speaks to specifically black people for U.S. chattel slavery, but it also sometimes speaks to everybody who's African descent. That's called a dual usage. It causes confusion. That's the whole point of delineation.
Okay, all right. We're gonna live to see another day.
They're
Kim
not ready.
Netter, I want to tell you thank you so much. I see you unmuting your mic. You want to say goodbye, or
I was
next
just
time?
gonna say peace, man. That dude is crazy. Man.
Okay. I love you too, African Royal. And let me say this,
FBA
y'all.
news and
This is
updates.
Yes, FBA news and updates. And guess what? I'm gonna let y'all brothers can see your way out, because I want to say all those people. What's amazing is, Unbiased is he is an OG, so to speak, when it comes to the community and teaching. He did a lot of hard work. We all are in here trying to get our people to do better, listen, learn. And so I appreciate everybody who comes in here trying to make a difference. I will say this though, the common denominator of all of this is the one and only, you know who is it? Sonnetter, right? So with that, let's close out. Peace to everybody. I love the chat. Don't forget to hit the like. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I have
Peace. I have the brother.
Hey, I still mess with you though, FBA. You cool, but you crazy, man.
You crazy, man.
Whatever you want to pull up, my guy. Whenever, just me and you.
We're gonna do something Friday, I think, because tomorrow I have Steve Caballeros. I think he's gonna come in and try to talk about the Hyksos. But peace, everybody. Peace and love. Peace, peace, peace. Listen to this
We
music.
are the babies of Sarnetta. We are emulating the greatness of Sarnetta, the HOK, the House of Consciousness, and the trailblazing work by the one and only Sarnetta. And I told Sarnetta, because we your babies, Sarnetta, because we your goddamn babies, we gonna be successful, bruh.
Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Tough in the environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. So one I mind, I'm all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing. I see my bread when I sleep, and when I wake from it, it's about to go down up in the street. We bout this shit, something. Sitting on my feet, cause I'm a man on that fix. Running, welcome to the HOK. We like the wind coming. No, we don't fly with the flags, lift away from us. Get them your last, watch and see this thing gon' take from you. For the babies, get my heart and soul in your way form. I put my life on the line like I'm big phone. See, in a minute, we in a minute, some Popeye with this bitty. We keep it bottom moving like a city. I'm right there back and want me, you can get it. I got that hammer homie like a way. Research, run it back you like a play. Bring it towards you like a play. I'm a with us, we straight. Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Tough in the environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. So one I mind, I'm all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing. They say that they ready for what we gon' get in no thing change. They living in nothing, they roll by their bottom, they hollering the gang, can't go in the bang, they killing the bang bang. They can wait for the baby, they live in each other the same thing. I gotta keep it alive, we get them bucket them up, we make a way to the top, yeah. I thank the Father cause he made a way, and all my haters, all stars, they do the fatal with them. Up from the gossip, the drama, they hate back to the cheddar. Oh, when they go down, they still hollering sudden. We go to vote for them people, I'm talking young and old, toe for toe. Round for round when it's going down, blow for blow. Searched around from high to low, this info got a red dot. Sources in this clip, man, this might just be a headshot. Step in this ring, we go toe for toe, toe for toe. Tough in the environment, round for round, blow for blow, blow. So one I mind, I'm all that storm, rain, sleet, and snow. Cap on my back like a medic, been ready for war. HOK on the front line, ready to go. We done run with the jungle, climb out the snow. We don't deal with the foes, can't trust them. Them boys throwing signs, but they ain't saying nothing.
It's the toughest environment to be in. The carrying sharp words cut through the seasons, and that is the OG, the beacon, the BMC. Yeah, that's the reason. Apostle in the corner, suntan glow. Armed with the wisdom, steady as it flow. Reggie's got the facts about it, brings the show. Inky with a spark, captain in control. You need thick skin. We make movies, yo. F who you know. This is our Netta studio. This is the toughest environment. The Coliseum roars, every thought's a grenade. Knowledge is a weapon, every truth is a blade. Black News Network, history display. Legends in the making, watch the moves they play. Step in the circle, feel the heat of the flame. Iron sharpens iron, this ain't a game. Wisdom and debate, this who warriors fame. Echoes in the air, every word's engraved. You need thick skin. We make movies, yo. F who you know. This is our Netta studio. Yeah. This is the toughest environment. Is a tall